Hello, my name is Zach Broussard, and this is the top 1,000 comedians of 2017. You know, most lists at the end of the year only include about 10 names. Well, I beat that by about 990 names, making my list, I think it's, what is that, 100 times better? Yeah, so this is pretty amazing. I calculate comedians based on buzz, and I've ranked them from 1,000 to 1 being the best. And if you're a comedian, oh, this is even more exciting because since there's so many more names, there's even a bigger chance that you could be on the list. You worked on your setups, your punchlines and bits. You had killer tweets and crude Snapchat skits. 1,000 names. This could be it. Hell, you're the most interesting comedian to come out of that particular town in Iowa to ever exist. Oh, wow, this is so exciting, guys. Basically, let me just kind of run through how this is gonna go. This is a live stream of 1,000 names of the hottest comedians working today. I mean, I'm scientific, I'm a comedy expert. I don't know if you guys, I'm sure you've heard of me on websites. Basically what I do is I rank my peers from best to worst. It's not because I get any joy doing it, I just feel like someone has to do it. So often these lists don't really include, they don't really include science. They're just kind of a list of celebrities' names. And I think they're just hoping those celebrities share their lists. This is completely different. I calculate something called #buzz, which is essentially heat, industry heat. I know which comics are hot right now, and I also know which comics are not hot right now. So I've compiled this list of names. And if you want to find out if you made the list, you got to watch this 90-minute live stream of names being read out loud. There's no other way to find out if you made the list. Now, I know what you're thinking. Some of you guys are considering transcribing the list as it's being read out loud. Please do not do that. If you do that, I will sue. I'm going to sue for everything you've got. I know most of you are comedians. You don't got that much. I'm going to take it anyway. That's mostly how I make a living in comedy, is by suing other comedians. So this is an exciting day for me. Basically, because I've been sitting on this list for a little bit, and I know who's on it. Some of you guys, I see you in the live stream right now, some of you guys are actually gonna be on the list. And if you're on the list, just maybe make a little post. Tell me how excited you are. The whole time, you're gonna be able to talk to me through the comments, and we're gonna be able to chat about comedy, about life, maybe career goals for 2018. All that kind of fun stuff. But without further ado, I think we need to really just get into the fun business of seeing the ranking of my peers from 1,000 to 1. Let's do this. Take it away.
Amy Schumer, Erica Hernandez, Ariel Gitlin, Leslie Oswala, Aaron Fenton, Laura Canty Samuel, Mujan Zofagari, Lauren Brickman, Lisa Kleinman.
You guys probably noticed
Nikki
that
Palumbo.
Amy Schumer did not have a great year this year.
Joanna Tillman.
I don't know if
Julie
it was
Harrison Harney.
Snatched that just didn't open the way
Emily
she expected,
Wilson.
but she definitely dropped, I think, like 600 spots.
Joanna Hausman.
So that's got to be a buzzkill for her.
Molly
Gotta
Kagan.
be a little bit of a buzzkill for her.
Winna Forum Thrift. Desi Domo.
So this is 1,000 names.
Nani Mendez.
Good thing to keep in mind.
Amanda
There are
Dielli.
that many comedians performing, so there's a lot of competition
Cassandra Martin.
out there. For those of you that are aspiring
Katie
comics,
Tilley.
no, this isn't going to be an easy route for you.
Angel-
You're going to have to work
Angel
hard.
Yao.
You're going to have to hashtag bring
Nicole Yannetti.
it, you know?
Dara Katz. Stacy Kulo. Jessica Kane. Hannah Solo. Chloe Marsh.
That's a
Anna
great question
Caligari.
from Liam McEnany in the comments.
Corin
He asked if
Wells.
this was a telethon. And
Kathy
this is absolutely
Tao.
not for charity. So I hope
Lainey
that
Harms.
is comforting to some of you guys. Some of you guys think that we have some kind of
Amanda
angle here.
Hunt.
This is purely just to rank comedians.
Ileana
from best,
Inocencio.
well, to worst to best.
Taylor
No one's making
Ortega.
money here. No one's giving money here. This doesn't cost you a
Christy
thing.
Grubel. Pratima Mani.
All right, thank you.
Chrissy
Wow, wow,
Shackelford.
wow. I just got word that 119
Maya
people are
Deshmukh.
viewing right now.
Ali
119,
Haas.
which is exciting because that means all 119
Jenny
of you might make
Hufftalon.
the list. That's pretty cool.
Kristen Signovich.
So exciting.
Christina Sanza. Monique Moses.
And there are no
Jessica Morgan.
mistakes in this list. That's a thing to keep in
Betsy
mind is that
Kenny.
I am an expert.
Morgan
I've watched,
Miller.
what is it now? I watched 4 live shows this
Caroline
year. I went to
Martin.
4 live shows. And I
Clara
saw, I think,
Morris.
6 YouTube videos.
Kelsey
I watched
Bailey.
6 YouTube clips. So comedians post those clips. Sometimes I see
Liz
them,
Noth.
and I factor it into the list. But after
Jonna
4 live
Stravis.
shows, 6 clips, I was able to kind of
Jenny St.
I was able
Angelo.
to figure it out. You can kind of just tell.
Caitlin Puckett.
We're going to go over a little later on
Lily
too
Dew.
how buzz is calculated,
Lindsay
and I'll
Calleran.
give you guys some tips maybe going into 2018 how you can
Sarah
kind of hedge
Burton.
your bets so you're not just working hard,
Keisha Zoller.
you're working smart.
Beth Slack. Bridget Holmes. Rekha
It's a little
Shankar.
longer than I expected.
Rebecca Bentley.
Yeah. Okay. Guess in my head I
Nicole
thought we'd be done
Pasquale.
in like 5 minutes.
Elise Morales.
Kind of looks like this is going to take a while.
Shinovia
settle in.
Large.
How long is your lunch break? Comment.
Bailey Edwards.
Give me your comments. Let's see what we have here.
Elizabeth Ann Moss.
Someone thinks that Dan could have
Rohid.
had better lighting. Our host,
Ali Gordon.
our announcer. But I think he looks great. Yeah, I
Jewel
think he looks great. And I
Galbraith.
think that's a little offensive to the crew working here. So try to keep
Nadia
it
Camille.
a little classy in the comments if you don't mind. Yep. Oh yeah.
Caitlin
Okay.
Durante.
The crew guy who lit everything, Chris,
Maritza
just gave you
Montañez.
guys all a bird. I don't know if you guys know what the
Kat
bird is.
Higgins.
It's the middle finger. So he's got a little
Nikita
sass in him.
Burdine.
So you've awoken the beast.
Sarah Feinstein. Katya Kvinge.
Again, there is a
Virginia
spot
Jones.
open because I had to obviously take
Valerie
T.J. Miller
Tosi.
out of the list because of some
Kelsey
news that popped
McLaughlin.
up today. There's a spot open for a
Ashley
comedian.
England.
So if you want me to consider someone, put them in the
Marcella
comments,
Arguella.
tag them, and hopefully I can check out their set while we're going
Rachel
on.
Tainsler.
Post their clips. Oh yeah, definitely post your
Alexis
stand-up
Rhiannon.
clips in the comments.
Sandy Danto. Rosie Whalen.
Just a whole lot of
Tamra
names.
Brown. Jenna Barron Ewert. Maria Alexander. Jenna Bush Hager.
That's interesting. That's George
Sophie
W. Bush's daughter,
Yelkesian.
Jenna Bush Hager, who came in at
Shelley
9/11.
Marr. Kelly Quinn.
And we don't need to talk about what that
Beverly
the
Jean.
significance of that. It's just interesting.
Andy Osho.
I don't know. I watched that Loose Change doc. So
Isabella
it's weird when things line up,
Rowland.
right?
Rachel Van Ness.
Okay.
Beth Sherman.
Good job, Beth.
Candace Yang. Rachel Chapman.
Wow. Oh my lord. Oh my lord, this is so exciting. We have some guests here today, which we have an aspiring comedian who hopes that he makes the list. And I'd like to bring him out here right now. Cody, is little Cody here? Cody? Oh, little Cody. How are you, man? Why don't you have a seat, Code? Everybody. Hey, how are you? Cody, Zach, it's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Hey, Zach.
Wow, it's so nice to meet such a brave little kid. Cody,
Hey,
how are you? I'm
Dr.
Zach.
Andrew Solomon.
Dr. Andrew Solomon.
Cedar cyanide,
Cedar cyanide.
Cyanide.
Pleasure. Cyanide.
like the poison.
Gotcha.
Yes.
Gotcha. That makes sense. Okay, Cody, tell me about your comedy aspirate. Tell me about yourself first. How old are you, Cody?
I'm only 7.
All right. Hell of a mustache on that 7-year-old.
I'm a very 6'7".
Very 6'7". That happens.
Yeah. And ever since I was 7, I wanted to be a comedian.
Wow. So this whole year.
Yeah. Yeah. And I saw your list last year, and that's all I've been trying to do is get on the next year.
All right, man. That's this.
That's this one.
That's this year.
Is my name on it already, or?
I don't know. Again, I don't actually know the full list. It's based on buzz. I actually work in I take names off of everybody and I assign them like a series of digits. And so that way I don't have any personal association with people. It's based purely on their calculations of their buzz.
It's very scientific.
Thank you.
I appreciate that as a doctor.
So what's going on with you? What's up with you? Why are you in the hospital this year?
Well, I can speak for that as little Cody's doctor. Cody has a very advanced form of cancer. It is a very terminal kind of cancer. We, in the medical community, like to rank cancers in terms of how terminal they are, from not very terminal to kind of terminal to very terminal. And Cody's is very terminal.
This is an extremely terminal.
This is an extremely terminal cancer. Are you familiar with the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki?
Vaguely?
Okay, that is essentially what the cancer is doing to little Cody's body, is dropping fat man and little boy nuclear bombs onto Japanese cities, which ended the war.
Wow, so he's pretty sick.
He's very sick. I'm surprised he's out and about. I'm surprised that I let him even come to this.
Yeah, you don't seem like a very good doctor.
You know what? I've been told I'm not a very good doctor, or actually, scratch that. I've been told I'm not a very ethical doctor because I believe I'm a great doctor. I get results, but I am not an ethical man.
What do you think making the list would do for little sick Cody here?
If you're inferring to the fact that maybe it would lift his spirits and help him fight the cancer, that is sadly not the case.
Okay, he's not gonna be with us.
Sometimes hopes and prayers and willpower can do that, can turn the patient around and they can have a recovery. But in the case of very terminal cancer, the cancer actually feeds off of good feelings and goodwill. You know what I mean, and hope. So actually, the happier he gets, the more the cancer eats away at his hearts and lungs.
Fascinating. So I gotta say.
I did say hearts, by the way, because the cancer has actually sprouted a second heart, which has been like a parasite sort of siphoning away blood from his main heart.
It sounds so bad.
It's very bad. It's very terminal.
It's
I mean,
bad.
it's in the description.
We can really, I think I speak for everyone here, that this is probably the darkest way to start a live stream.
We can make it darker.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I challenge you to make it darker.
We can talk about Louis C.K.
Let's move on a little bit to talk
He's
about.
my favorite.
He's your favorite.
Yeah.
Okay, we're just gonna. I was gonna ask you who your comedy heroes were next. Let's just go ahead and list your comedy heroes.
Well, we got Louis,
Louis.
because he's been showing me nonstop Louis.
You're showing him a lot of Louis.
A lot
huh?
of Louis. A lot of Lucky
Still?
Louis, the HBO show, Louis, the FX show, Louis stand-ups. Still, yeah. You got to separate the art from the artist.
Okay. Sure.
You know, you got to separate the doctor from the medicine he practices. I may be
I don't
a
know if
little
that's true.
unethical, you know what I mean? But I get results. I take care of my patients.
How you feeling? Can I get you a water? Anything?
He can't have any water.
Yeah.
Can't have
He's not
water.
allowed
No
to have
water.
No.
He's on a strict no
I
water
haven't
diet.
watered in months.
Well, okay. Let's talk about your comedy routine. What
yeah.
have you been working on?
I got a few jokes in my sleeve.
Okay. First of all, up your sleeve is how we say it in the biz.
Well, they're inside of his sleeve.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I guess it still works.
It's sewed into his sleeve.
That's a good little cheat for people who have memory loss.
Yeah.
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 So do you want to maybe give us a little teaser of a joke?
I have one. I'm a little nervous. Women.
Okay. Women.
Oh yeah.
You can't.
Oh yeah. We know.
It's a big topic in
We know.
comedy.
Say no more. Say no more.
You can't live with them.
Yeah, you could though.
I can't. You can live with them?
You seem like someone who would have more trouble. I live with a woman now, and it's fine. It's going absolutely fine.
I live with them and I can't stand it. I cannot stand it.
I gotta tell you, you seem like the problem.
You know what? I've heard that before. That you
Yeah.
know it's my fault. That
Yeah.
like I'm the bad guy. But
Yeah.
you know, like I said, you got to separate the man from his work. You got to separate.
He tells me that
the
a
good
lot.
doctor from the misogynist.
I'm not saying that you are the bad guy. I think that you might be a bad guy, though. I think
Yeah.
it's possible. That
I
you're
think
a
that's.
bad
I
guy.
think that's fair. I think that's a fair assessment.
All right, so I'm going to say that I hope that you don't make the list. I hope that you make the list for you personally as your goal in life, and that I'd like to see you around in 2018. I hope you don't make the list for
You
that.
won't. You will not be seeing him around in 2018,
He's
and that's a
gone. He's a
guarantee.
goner.
He tells me
That's
that
a medical
lot.
guarantee. I've
Yeah.
put my stamp on that.
Wow.
I've rubber stamped that.
Every day he
We've
tells
already
me that.
filled out the death certificate.
Yeah. And
Already?
He's shown it to me. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like on my nightstand.
Yeah.
I have a good nightstand though.
It's cool font.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like showing
Well,
it
good.
off.
I'm
Yeah.
glad
Because
that
the
you got
font
it
is
cool.
very cool. I've been practicing calligraphy, so it's just very fancy.
Wow, you are a wild doctor.
I'm a wild and crazy guy.
That's why I
Okay.
love him.
I mean, you seem pretty fun. You might make the list if you
Really?
keep this up. It's possible.
I don't like comedy.
I'm not a huge fan myself, truth be told. I think this is a thing that I've just kind of fallen into, ranking my peers. But I'm more of a drama guy.
Oh, I
like
love
a good drama. You watching The Crown?
Oh, love The Crown.
Love The
Love The
Crown.
Crown.
I didn't know anything about these royals.
No,
They live such interesting lives.
they really do. Yeah.
Any last words? Well, I won't say that.
No, these very well could be his last
Yeah,
words.
okay, yeah.
Every time he speaks, it's using a tremendous amount of effort. His liver is actually working overtime to help power his vocal cords.
OT.
Because the thing that makes your vocal cords work, I don't know the scientific word for it off the top of my head.
This is,
I could look it up, but his liver is actually, oomping that air out of his throat. So,
Thing. That's it.
I gotta
Yeah,
tell you,
oomph
I'm traumatized by this conversation, and I think we should just maybe go on and see the next batch of names. Whew. And feel free if you see any names that you recognize. I know you're a big comedy nut. We can talk about it.
Yeah, well, you
Ruben
probably already had
Kazi.
Louis on here, right?
Louis hasn't made it yet, so
Miranda
there's a
Ray Hart.
chance that Louis is in the
he
top,
Melissa Sabo.
900. Though I will say that he has not had a
Manisolo
great
Oyepet
year.
Depo.
That's
has
not what
happened?
he's been telling
Ali
me.
Wong.
what's happened? Because I've only seen the show.
Here's what I'll say, and I'll
Salewa
just say
Sharp.
this. When's the last time you
Vivian
got
Yoon.
an email from his mailing list from the
Nicole
Louis C.K. mailing
Conlon.
list?
His mailing list?
I feel like they've really dropped off in the past couple
Jennifer
months.
Wow,
Gable.
I guess you're right. I haven't noticed that.
Yeah.
Olivia
Wow.
Harewood.
Do you read the news a lot?
I'm working
Dana
late. I work
Labosco.
Yeah.
long rotations as
Okay.
a doctor, so I'm kind of insulated
Reed
in my own.
McIntyre.
No, it totally makes sense that you're a busy guy.
Very busy
Allison
guy. I mean,
Phillips.
taking care
Here's
of
what I'll say: just do a little
Karen
searching
Google?
at some point today. You don't have to do it now.
Buck.
Just maybe before
Hannah Faust.
you dive in.
Okay.
Just think about it.
Okay.
Brenda Colonna.
You feeling okay?
Yeah, I mean, I don't watch the
Cassie
news
Jerkins.
either, but does watching Louis on Netflix count
Liz
as news?
Adams.
Yes. Let me just.
It really
Stop
doesn't.
right there.
It really
Jill.
doesn't.
I mean,
But,
they touch
you know,
on a lot of current
Jael
events. There was that
Dominguez.
episode about the Bosnian War.
I think from your perspective,
Martha Fearnley.
I wouldn't watch the news either. I honestly,
Kennedy.
if given the two options, I'd just stick to watching Louis.
Anna Rajo.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's been pretty dark.
Ashley Holston.
So stick to Louis. Hey, I'm rooting
Katie
for you.
Selleck.
Thank
One way or the other. It seems both options are
Allie
bad.
Can't root
Jennings.
for him. It's going to make the
Jesus.
cancer worse, yeah, because it
Victoria
feeds off of
It
other
feeds
people's
off of
positive
energy.
energy.
He's
Yeah.
told me that, yeah.
It's got a very mystical
Schaeffler.
quality to it. It feels like a thing you'd see in like
Hannah
I
the
guess
Dark
I might-
Crystal.
I guess in my mindset, I thought I'd have
Lynn
you on
Pintal.
and it would help carry you through the new year.
No,
Anitra Tull.
no. It actually would be better for little Cody if he
Mary
died before the
Anthony.
new year.
I just wanted to
honestly.
do something good.
It's painful.
Camilla.
Yeah.
This is the
Bethronia.
opposite of good.
Yeah, it seems like it's bad.
Oh
Ellie
yeah, it's very
Kavara.
bad.
I'm just so glad you were
Lacey
able to get a
Mosley.
blanket. You're staying warm.
They've done a good
Ina
job here.
Concepcion.
Yeah.
He gave me a blanket.
Jash is great with that. They do have a nurse
Dina
set.
High
Ashes.
quality blankets. We
The
got
Jash?
our pick of blankets. It
Rachel
was
Brandon.
fantastic.
What's the blanket situation at Cedar Cyanide?
I don't have one.
No,
Hannah
no
Cannon
blankets.
Guider.
Chili.
He told me I can't have one.
Erica
Little chilly.
He's
Nicole
not
Clark.
supposed to have a blanket.
Beth
This was kind of like a
Lepley.
cheat day. You know how like when you're on a diet,
Rose
you get your cheat day.
O'Shea.
We gave him a cheat day. Let him go outside. Let him get a
Ariel
blanket around him.
Elias.
Because it really is like warm
Helen
air
Von
just
Euler-Hogan.
hurts his skin. It
This
just
is
Kathy
wilts away.
Yamamoto.
Like you know when lettuce gets hot,
Victoria
it's very
Longwell.
much like his skin.
I'm lettuce.
He is lettuce.
your lettuce.
Yeah.
Rebecca
And at
V.
this point,
O'Neill.
you've gone bad.
I'm,
As lettuce
Victoria
goes.
Longwell.
I'm wilted.
As lettuce
It's
goes
time
bad.
time to toss out the lettuce.
Yeah.
Clarissa Strickland.
Oh,
tell-
love her.
He tells me that every day.
Oh yeah, she's great.
Talia Tabin. Marlena Rodriguez.
She's good. If for those of you
Heather
that are
Woodward.
watching, check out Marlena Rodriguez. She's done some
Rena
really
Cohn.
interesting bits on
Julia Meltzer.
airplane food, which I think
Laura
is cool. No
She-
one's really
she likes
talking.
it?
You know what? I didn't
Diego
get that far
Woda.
into the bit. I heard the setup and I went, now that's
Kelly
smart.
Howard. It's a
And then I
quality
just
setup.
put her on. Yeah. Threw her on the
Emily
list.
Durrett.
But she flew in an airplane, so that's
The
like a good
Puderball
perspective.
sisters.
Her set plays a lot. You know when you're on a Virgin flight and they
Jessica
play a
Jean
lot
Jardine.
of videos up top?
Yes.
They're playing a lot
Sarah
of Marlena.
Claspel.
You've never been on a flight,
I
huh?
can't.
Cy
He said I
Lang.
can't.
It's the air pressure. You know what I mean? It would just cause his
Amelia Mills.
organs to just.
And that
rock.
food.
You really made a sound there.
Tislini.
That food.
Christine Bullen.
You know what they say about that food?
That's what Marlena was
Chloe
saying. I didn't hear what she
Feynman.
said, but she said
Wow.
there was something that she said about the
Haley
food.
Hepworth.
I have.
You have a bit?
Teruka
I write my
Nakajima.
setups on one page and then punchlines at the end.
Susan
organized
Song.
system.
That's what
Yeah, no.
I was told by Dr. Solomon.
Yeah.
Maria Wojciechowski.
Airplane food. Airplane crude.
Rebecca O'Neill. Jolene
That's,
Kennedy.
that's some wordplay.
Okay.
That's some New Yorker stuff.
Laurie
I
Megan.
genuinely
New
don't
Yorker.
see how you don't make the list of
Brooke
this
Van
situation.
Poppelen.
Yeah,
You're
I
funny.
mean,
You got it.
I hope he doesn't because it would
Maggie
kill him
Spellman.
very
It would kill
quickly
you.
It was
and very
yeah.
painfully.
We're all
But
rooting for you to survive.
Natalie
nope,
Hope.
no, we're not.
God, I keep
We're not.
wanting the best possible solution,
Chakri
but I don't
Abdi.
think there is one.
It's a zero-sum game.
Alexia
That's what we call it in the
Dotz.
medical community.
Lauren Holt.
Big fan of Lauren Holt.
Oh, fantastic.
Genevieve Rice. Madison Allen.
Yeah.
Now this is
Courtney
almost
Hyde.
done, right?
No.
Rebecca
Actually,
Pesquera.
we've got about 800 names
Sarah
left to go.
Stoker.
Wow.
Yeah, but we should wrap it up in the
Lauren
next 5
Olsen.
minutes or so.
Zach,
What do you
what
guys
is-
think? 5 minutes?
This is almost done.
Caitlin
Okay, everyone seems to be
Marone.
saying no.
Zach, what is the policy if someone
Emily
were to
Davila.
drop dead in the middle of this web
is-
stream?
Jessica
What I would suggest is we
Sayclass.
just kind of cover with the blanket.
Okay.
Monica
Contractually, we do have to finish the live stream.
Okay.
I think no
Inessa
matter what goes wrong, we
Frantowski.
just sort of, I mean, if there's a weekend at
Fiona
Bernie
Landers.
situation where we can prop them up and maybe, do we
Tavina
have calypso
Springer.
music that we can play?
You know,
Does
I've
anyone
done
have
that.
Carmen
calypso
Lynch.
music? We don't have calypso
Lindsay
music, so if you do
Adams.
die, you're not going to be able to dance or move around. I just
Well,
want you to know.
He does that while I'm
Herb.
sleeping, so I'm used
Okay.
to it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Kate
very fun.
Raff.
Yeah, you seem like you're having a good. You may not be a good doctor, but you're having a
Allison
good
Wong.
I'm a
time.
great doctor. I'm just unethical.
Okay.
Jackie
There's a difference.
Cashian.
I totally respect that.
You got to separate the medicine from the man.
Karen
I get it.
Kilgriff.
Wow, we finished another batch. I can't believe it. So let's have you guys hop to the back, and we'll bring out.
Come on.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh boy,
His bones are creaking.
they are moving. They are moving real slow. They are moving real slow. Okay, folks, we have another very special guest here. Like I said, I've been to 4 shows, and one of those shows was an open mic at a place called the Chuckle Dungeon in Van Nuys. And the Chuckle Dungeon, I don't know if you guys have been there. It is one of the coolest open mics happening in the city. There was like 5 or 6 comedians there. It was very vibrant. One of the comics I met is brand new to the game, but she's so funny, and I really hope she makes the list. Miss Maggie Ross, everybody. Maggie Ross. Uh-oh. For those of you, if she sat on a whoopee cushion,
I didn't know. I didn't know if I should bring it, but
that's
I did.
so great.
Thanks.
Maggie, okay, this is just so you know, everybody.
Hi.
Dr.
Nice to
Solomon.
meet
Yes,
you.
very
Hello,
nice to meet
doctor.
you.
Cody, and don't shake too hard.
sorry.
He is
Yeah,
going
you're gonna
to
break his fingers.
Oh.
He's gonna die.
Sorry, fella.
Maggie,
Hi.
tell me about what got you into comedy?
Whew, let me think. Well, I've always loved to laugh. I love to laugh, right? You like to laugh,
Yeah.
Cody?
I try.
Okay. Well, the other day I took a flight and I was on my plane and I was looking at my TV. It broke. So I look at the TV in front of me and this lady's watching a stand-up routine. Couldn't hear a word, but I loved it. And I thought, you know what? She can do that. I can do that.
I bet that was Marlena Rodriguez. Yeah, I bet it was her. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So how long have you been doing it?
About 5 months.
So you're a vet. You're a veteran,
Yeah.
a comedy veteran at this point.
Yeah.
Tell me some of your bumps in the road. What's been the struggles?
Well, a lot of times when I'm up doing a set, I get hungry. Ooh. So that's rough.
As you get better in comedy, they want you to do longer sets.
Yeah.
And I'd imagine you're just getting hungrier.
Hungrier.
This is why you see so many guys do stand-up with snacks in their pockets.
Is that how they do it?
Yeah, and I think I watched this Brian Regan set recently, and he had a Camelback on, where you just would sip like a smoothie the whole time.
Oh, that's a great idea.
It is. That's why he can perform for like 2 hours. It's wild.
Wow.
So, what's your expectations in comedy? What do you want? What's your goal?
You know, I guess I'd just like to fill a small room with people, have them laugh, have a good time, and feel like I'm part of the crowd, you know? Feel like I'm part of the community.
Wow. I mean, I think so
And not be
often-
hungry.
Not be hungry. So often people forget that in comedy, what it's really about, it's about the audience, and it's about making sure people laugh. And I think so many people get into comedy to not make people laugh.
Yep.
And hopefully, you can reach that point. You can reach the pinnacle of your career.
Yeah.
What's the audience number you're shooting for? What would you consider success in a room?
I don't know. When I get nervous, I tend to and I tend to throw up. So I don't want a lot of people.
Oh boy.
So I'd say 25 would be a nice gathering.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, hey, Meg.
Yeah.
So happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me,
We're
Zach.
going to go back to the list, and hopefully we see your name on it. Oh. And hopefully we don't see your name on it. Mm-hmm. That would be bad,
Oh, yeah.
because you would die.
Yeah.
So that's kind of an exciting thing to check out for, is if you see little Cody. It's his full name, Little Cody.
That's his full legal name. We changed it.
He changed it for me.
Yes.
So if you do see little Cody, you definitely want to check out to see if he dies. That could add a level of excitement to
It's a great hook.
Dion
It is a good
Kuroka.
hook.
It might even
good
happen
hook.
before
Olivia
my name
Snow
comes up.
Norman.
Yeah, that's it. That's kind of exciting.
Lorraine
A real will he,
DeGraffenreich.
won't he?
Very funny lady.
Sierra
Me?
Katau.
Oh, no, I was talking about Lorraine
okay. I
DeGrasse.
wasn't sure if I didn't know if I missed my
Hillary
name.
Ann Matthews.
And I like her, too.
Kieran
Matt-
Deal.
No.
Oh.
And these are
Nicole
all real
Sun.
comedians who I am a big
Woods.
fan of.
Wow, a couple real heavy hitters.
Yeah.
Charity L. Miller. Hannah Shapiro.
Is this live? Can I?
Megan
Is this a
Gailey.
live thing?
Sydney Steinberg.
Gotta get some girth on it.
This is not.
Ashley
Why is this
Harrison.
not going the way I
You
want?
got to
it?
sit
Push,
on it.
push.
Caitlin
Yeah.
Tanimoto.
You got to sit on it.
I feel like I'm not.
Wait,
Robin
he's
Higgins.
not gonna make it far in this comedy world, is he?
Carrie O'Neill.
Is this funny? Is if I, am
Yeah,
I-
that's pretty
Yeah.
funny.
Okay.
Number 10,
I mean,
like
it's going to
a
be funnier if it's louder.
Alana
Okay, that was funny.
Johnston.
You see, that was very funny.
I learned everything from him.
Phoebe
I don't know how to work
Neidhart.
this. This feels broken. I think
It
you
might
broke
be.
it.
You might have
Natalie
broken
I think you
it.
broke
Palavidas.
Oh, okay, well, it's rude.
It seems like.
Anna Cecilia.
Did you ever try comedy?
I did briefly
Jessica
in the
Ross.
60s.
Wow. What was the scene like
Jocelyn
then?
DeBoer.
The scene was wild. Very
The
racially
drugs.
Rena
charged.
Franklin.
Racially
This was in the
charged.
middle
Was not
of Dr.
expecting
Martin
that
Luther
turn.
King's
Kat
Million Man
Pilardi.
March.
That's when you started
Wow.
comedy?
I just got up there. He was in the
Fiona
middle of a speech,
Reasanover.
and I was just like, "It's
You
time."
did a set.
I did a set. I did a
Trish
quick five.
Nelson.
A
Wait,
tight
a little
five.
tight five
Little
in the
tight, quick
National
five.
Mall.
Ayana Duki.
How did that go?
It did not go over well. I'll
It's
be
a hard way
honest.
to. It's a hard way to start
It was
comedy.
tough because he was like right at ramping up into
Lauren
the I
Burns.
have a dream, little black children and
Laurel
little white
Kopic.
children.
And
can
you
hold
grabbed the
hands.
mic.
And
You
I
grabbed the
grabbed the
mic.
mic and I was
Emmy
like, thanks so
Blocknick.
much for the intro. Speaking of little white children, I've
Melanie
got a couple texts at
Camacho.
home and, launched into my stuff about
Alison
kids.
Dunbar.
I mean, sometimes we've all performed in tough
Andy
rooms.
Lawrence.
And I think that might be an example
that's
of
the
a
toughest
tough
Heidi
room.
The Million Man
Gardner.
March, that's a
The
really
Million
tough
Man
room.
March would be a tough room.
That's a tough room.
Just because no one's really
Guggenheim.
wanting to laugh.
No.
No.
I think I could do it.
And
With my
Lane.
notes, I can do it.
You want to give us another? You want
Eddie
to?
Another one?
Patterson.
You want to?
Oh no.
You want to surprise us?
Emily
Yeah.
Pendergast.
I know you've only been doing comedy for. You guys have kind of been in the
Ariane
game
Price.
for a similar amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we're gonna be
Lisa
well.
Shurga.
So
Annie
Trump. You
Sertich.
seen this? You heard of this? Trump.
No.
Yeah.
Trump?
Bashian.
Donald Trump.
Oh,
Kate
that the president?
Scott
Yes.
That's the
Campbell.
That is the
You
president.
seen this? You heard about this?
Matty
Right?
Goff.
I have not, but tell me. Just tell me anyway.
Well, he has
Emily Goldwyn.
oh no,
don't
Jessica
get nervous,
Poley.
man.
there's millions of people watching.
Yeah, it's
Liz
about 400
Scott.
people. About
I-
400 people
What is
watching.
this if you can
Oh, yeah.
think of
All of
Sabrina
whom might make.
Jalil.
Oh,
All of whom might make the list, which is very exciting.
Donald Trump, he
Jillian
has a
Bell.
he has a
Stephanie
he has a
Courtney.
Cheeto. He's a Cheeto.
Jill Matson Sackhoff.
right on. That's truth to power.
Melissa McCarthy.
I think that's the joke that gets him impeached.
Charlotte Newhouse.
Is there a write-in?
that's the
Because
one.
I'm getting it.
Chelsea Peretti.
Because he's so orange.
Carrie.
Well, I thought-
He's an
Aisley.
orange man.
Oh,
He's an
I-
orange-looking man.
I wasn't
Jennifer
going there, but I can
Coolidge.
see that.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ali Prier.
Oh. Why would you say he's a Cheeto?
Danielle
Because Cheetos,
Gaither.
they're dumb.
Anna
It's true. Did you? I don't know
Gasteyer.
if you know this, but Cheetos don't have brains.
Cheryl
He actually
Hine.
does track as a joke. That does track. That actually
Molly
makes sense.
Mandel.
No.
And would make a bad
cognitive abilities.
president.
Yeah.
Karen.
See, Dr.
Lori
Solomon told me
Yama.
it's best to explain a joke
Yeah.
when
Alice
you've made it.
Oh,
Wetterland.
absolutely.
I just want to, before we get too deep into this, I
Annie
really don't want
McKnight.
this to get political.
Okay.
Wendy
just
McLendon
because
Covey.
I don't know where people fall. I basically
Annie
I
Mumolo.
think that comedy should be inoffensive across the board,
Courtney
and it should
Reynolds.
include everyone, and
Maya
it should
Rudolph.
never make specific takes one way or the other.
Andrea
It should just be
Guzetta.
broad, very positive.
Mary Jo Smith.
Basically, we should be encouraging Donald Trump.
Kristen
We shouldn't be using our
Sussin.
our comedy to take him down a
Liz
peg.
Zeiner.
We should be using our comedy to offer constructive
Kristen
criticism.
Wiig.
Yeah. Comedy should be like a Jello
Allison
mold.
Webster.
You know what I mean? Just very
Allie
wobbly,
Dixon.
That's a great way.
flabby,
Tasty.
tasty.
Brown.
You got to get the
Tasty
And
joke.
just you start to
Patterson
touch it and
Bloom.
poke it and it just falls apart.
Yeah.
Are you
Beth
thinking of any
Alameo.
catchphrases?
Listen, I've got a few in my
Kyle
pocket.
Okay.
Mizono.
I've got like the beginning of one,
Ray
and I don't have an ending
Butcher.
for it.
Oh,
It starts out.
Karina Magyar.
What are you gonna do when? And then I don't have
Rosebud
an
Baker.
end for it.
I like it.
If you guys have some thoughts on
Cindy
possible
Hale.
catchphrases
Yeah.
for her, at any moment,
Chelsea
just
Bunn.
chime in on the comments, and we can throw
Melissa
it out
Kingston.
That'd be
to
great.
Maggie here.
Yeah.
And I'd love to workshop catchphrases
Courtney
throughout this
Jones.
live
Oh yeah,
stream.
please.
And we're about done, right? We got 700
Emily
names. Is that?
McDonald.
We got. Okay, there's still a
Liza
lot to go.
Traeger.
Still a lot to
Emma
go.
Holder.
Yeah.
Maybe not for me though.
Oh
Erica
boy.
Yeah, for most of us.
It's
Most of us.
literally any second right now.
Erica May
Honestly, I'm
McNichol.
jealous of him. He gets to cut out of here a little sooner than the rest.
Burns.
Beats that rush hour
Okay,
traffic.
That got darker than I wanted, but if you guys have
No, I
any-
said let's go dark.
more.
Let's
Yeah.
go dark.
Okay, we
Let's
got
get
some
darker.
comments
Tim
here.
Lowry.
They all are
Kristen
very dumb.
Samuelson.
No great comments.
People are
Kristen
stupid.
So like if you
Henn.
want to participate, just kind of bring your A game.
Laura
feel like,
De La Fuente.
I jumped in around 800. Did they call
Thank
me?
you.
Steve Whalen. Steve, not yet, but I'm very hopeful for you. I'm hopeful that you make it. Okay, Mag,
Yeah.
let's have you scoot over one because I have
Okay.
I have a very
Wait.
special guest coming in. And I saw it placed there, and I was like, "There's no way she'll do it again," and you did it. Let's put it there for our next guest. This
Cody,
is
want
very
to put your
exciting.
blanket over it?
So we have a comedy legend here, who's I guess wants to see if he makes the list, wants to talk about the list, wants to talk about comedy with us. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Andrew Dice Clay.
Oh.
Oh.
Whoa.
What a big cigarette. Didn't even light it. Wow. Maggie, this is what you got to work
I
on.
like it.
Presents.
Yeah.
So I'm licking this chick's asshole, right?
Oh.
She says to me, Dicey, Why you always licking my asshole?
He said it again.
So I says, 'cause your pussy tastes like shit. Oh, look at you.
Andrew,
That's comedy. That's funny. Who are these people on this fucking list? I ain't never heard of these names. I'm sitting in the back being like, what the fuck? Where's the dice man? I should be all 1,000 fucking names. Ah. What do I say here?
Yeah, you said right there.
Go ahead.
Okay. So you had your fun with your type of comedy, and then we had fun with our type of comedy.
What is this?
It's called.
Is this comedy here?
Yeah, this comedy.
It's unfucking believable. It's nothing. It's a cushion. The only cushion I like is 2 ass cheeks of a chick that I picked up on 42nd Street after I saw Spider-Man the musical.
You saw Spider-Man the musical?
Oh, I loved it. Best musical of all time. Should have won all the Tonys. You know what I'm saying? If I was, as a matter of fact, I look like a Tony. If I was Tony, I'd give it all the Tonys.
You give it one Tony.
That's right.
You.
Yeah, so why is my name not on this fucking list?
Well, we've only done the first couple hundred, and I think there's a real solid chance you.
But out of 1,000, I mean, I'm the dice man.
I know.
I sold out the garden 2 times in a row. Whoa. Hey, baby.
Whoa.
I mean,
You're like
I
Billy
should
Joel.
I'm not like Billy Joel.
You're like Billy
I'm
Joel.
better
You're
than
just like
Billy
Billy
Joel.
Joel.
He's better than
Just
Billy
like
Joel.
I'm Billy Joel if he got some fucking pussy. Am
Yeah.
I right?
I gotta
Oh,
tell
yeah.
you, I want to just. Can I just say this?
What?
A little crass for me.
Chris?
Crass.
See, that's right. Yeah, are you choosing these people?
Yeah.
Who are these people?
These are real comedians that have more buzz, and you still might.
Let's talk about Buzz for a second.
We're gonna go to the list. We'll talk over the list, okay?
Let's talk about Buzz. I'm Dice. I know what you're thinking. You go, oh, my nursery rhymes. That was a long time ago, right? Am I right?
He's right.
Well, I updated some of my nursery rhymes for 2017 so I could get some more buzz. What do you think about that?
Claire
You want to hear one?
O'Kane,
Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
Oh,
Let's
yeah.
do it.
Lindsay
Okay.
Moringley,
Okay.
Maggie
Jack and
May,
Jill went up the hill, each with a
Tara
buck and a quarter.
Lauriston,
Jill came down with 250, and then they went to
Maria
see
Pond.
The Last Jedi. Oh!
Did you like
Mr.
it? Did you like the
Pavitsky.
film?
You think I'm going to the movies?
Megan
Only
Ross.
time I go to the movies,
seeing a
if
lot of
some
plays.
slob is there
Zia
with
Eisman.
me, licking my junk and my taint.
Rachel Madorsky,
Here's the thing. I think the disconnect here is
Sarah
that you
Coker.
are performing what is an old type of comedy.
Stephanie
It is
R.
very.
Didn't you hear me? I just mentioned The Last
Kimberly
Jedi.
Clark.
Very
Oh,
correct.
yeah, that's current.
It
That's
seems
right
like
now.
you just replaced a
Stephanie
current movie
Thorson.
into an old, kind of sexist,
I didn't get
misogynist.
Taylor.
Old
Alex
Miss
Stewart.
Hubbard sits on a cupboard, eating her
Yola
curds and
Lou.
whey. When she's done, she saw
Bailey
The Last
Kane.
Jedi.
All right, I'm gonna stop you right there.
Sarah
Did you
Silverman,
like the movie?
The
What do you
mention-
think about the movie?
The mention of a
Selena
cupboard is a
Kopic.
little old-fashioned, I think.
Yeah, they're
What, a cupboard?
Yeah.
Allison
What do you call
Levy.
it? Call it, I don't know. You go to the Casino Planet.
Fortune
What's a Casino
Feinster.
Planet from Last Jedi?
That's in The
called?
Last Jedi.
Yeah. All
Carly
right.
Okay.
So I'm looking at
Aquilino.
this chick's asshole on
Okay.
Panto Blanco. What's the
Okay.
Casino Planet
I
called?
don't remember. There was too many
that's all right.
subplots in
Yeah,
that.
There was a
Gabriella
lot of subplots in
Fiorina.
that.
Oh, I loved it. Hey, you know my
You
favorite
loved
part of that
Kate
movie?
Murphy,
Is when BB-8 is
Pamela
fucking that
Ross.
little leprechaun.
That never happened.
I loved it. He's throwing the
Kate
change
Mason.
in BB-8 like he's a fucking
yeah.
whore.
Lauren
It was rather sexual.
It was
yeah.
unfucking
Jill
boring.
Weiner.
Can you say
Extremely
whore again? I love when Italian men say whore.
Popovich,
No, I'm not Italian.
What?
I'm fake Italian.
Imam El
Oh,
Husseini,
okay.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you?
I'm a Jew.
Lauren
You're a
Patterson,
That's right. Dice is the stage name.
Julia
Clay is what I mold.
Gladkowitz,
Okay.
Like a
Chelsea
golem, like a
Short.
Jewish golem.
What? Oh yeah, I'm very
Regina
familiar with that
Castañeda.
reference.
Yeah.
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 The rabbis breathed life
Matty
in the
Cooper.
clay as a weapon, a defense system to
Clank.
protect the Jewish people.
And
I
that's
love
what
that.
And that's what Andrew Dice Clay is. I'm a
Toledo.
Jewish man myself. He is our golem.
He's a golem.
Yeah. He is our line of
Catherine
defense.
Against
Are you
what?
talking about me when I'm sitting right here?
Anna Maria Stupchik.
Do you find that you're
Reese Cotton,
offensive to women?
No, women love me.
Caitlin.
They love me. They love
Peluso.
looking at me through a mirror when I'm pounding their
Brittany.
cheeks from the back.
I don't like
Oh,
it. I hate it.
yeah.
Really, I
I'm
genuinely
learning
hate
a
it.
lot. I'm learning a lot.
Yeah, how old? You're 7.
7.
Megan
This kid
McGee.
shouldn't be hearing all this beehole stuff.
Andy.
What's a
Payne.
beehole?
Before he dies.
It's an asshole.
Oh,
okay,
Rebecca
God. Look,
Foss.
What are these comics? Who is this?
Cameron
you know who she is?
Stacy, hello? Like
Stacy,
the food, like
hello.
halal food?
These are very popular comedians.
Tell me one of their jokes,
Cinderly.
and I'll fucking dice it up and make it
Dominique
actually
Gillian.
funny.
Okay, Maggie, do you want to? Let's do
Heather
this.
Maruli.
Maggie is new to comedy. Okay.
Katie
Oh,
She's
you're
just
a
starting
comedy?
out.
Yeah, but trying to watch your presence, and I think I can.
Holly.
You want to try it?
Linnea.
Here's what I think.
Okay.
If you just kind of let's
Ellie
get up,
Reingold.
let's move around a little bit. Let's try to
Becky
work on your presence,
Bronstein.
and then say a joke. Start a joke, and let him
Belinda
dice it
Carroll.
up for you.
Yeah, I'll give you no.
Good?
Yeah.
So
Kirsten
far, I like what I
Kuppenberger.
see. You want to try on the
Sarah
lever?
Burrows.
Yeah.
You want to try
If
on
I
the
could,
lever?
if you don't mind.
I shouldn't
Barbara
do this,
Holm.
but because now we're in 2017, the last
Tori
Jedi,
Ward.
feminism.
Yeah.
Here, you know what?
Yeah,
I'll
all
lend
right.
you the
Laura
lever.
Sam.
I think you're
Thanks.
really coming around.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dice has always loved
Katie
ladies.
Barron.
I love ladies. I love licking their face.
I hate it. I really, genuinely hate it.
Madrid.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay, try it
This
on.
feels good.
Natalie
Maggie,
Holt.
this
This
looks
feels good.
good. This looks really good.
Lydia Manning.
Bring around the Rosie.
Pocket full of posy.
Michelle
Going to see
Balloon.
the last Jedi.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Make sure you
Is that
throw it
good?
in there.
Maybe start your airline bit that you were talking about working
yeah,
on,
yeah, yeah.
and then let me
Maria
dice it
Vandenberg.
up.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll dice up. You do it. I won't interrupt.
Does this look
Dulce
good?
Sloan.
Look fucking magnificent.
Paige Hurwitz.
So I'm flying on a plane.
Laura House.
So far, relatable
Patty
preference.
Blanchard.
Yeah.
And in comes the lady. And I say, hey,
Leah
lady,
Mansfeld.
get me some more.
Emily
I don't have a
Galati.
thing
This is
for
you,
it.
man. Step in.
You say,
Bobby
give me some
Oliver.
more of my fucking goo.
Jessica
Give me some more.
Yeah.
Give me some more.
That's what you say.
Stephanie Springs.
Some more of my fucking goo.
That's a joke.
No? No?
No.
Okay.
That's a
Everybody's got
joke.
I don't know.
Look, let me tell you the rules of comedy, okay? I know I'm no
Robbie
Robbie
Hoffman.
Howman or Georgia Barnes. Who's heard of these
Georgia
people? These people
Barnes.
sound like fucking school teethers.
Barnes and Noble.
Amy
Amy
Skanker, I know
Shanker.
her.
Oh God.
Anyway.
Amy Shanker, I
Melody
apologize.
Kamali.
Okay.
You know, Zach,
One of the rules you gotta
Anika
do is you gotta mention at the end. Just make it
Christian
sound like
Clifford.
it's. Say something gross and make it
Danielle
sound like it's a
Perez.
punchline.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
Susan
So you go like, I
Rice.
walked into the library, all of a sudden
Elizabeth
I'm fucking jizzing.
whoa.
Holly
Punchline.
Green.
Wow.
I
You're
like
not supposed
it.
to jizz in the library.
I like it.
Dinah
hate it.
Foley.
You're really not
Okay.
supposed
What's
to.
happening right now?
Whitney Street.
I was cooking macaroni,
Okay.
and then
Wendy
I farted
White.
on a snail. Right?
Julia
Well,
Ramos.
everything about that was good except you didn't fuck the snail.
Jenna
No, I
Zine.
farted on it.
Yeah, farting's not
Oh,
funny.
it should be fuck the snail.
Amanda
Okay.
Arnold.
I was
Right.
making macaroni, and then I fucked the
Sarah
snail.
Hennessy.
Okay, now just go.
Katie Michael.
That's a fucking joke.
Yeah?
That's unbelievable.
Thank you. This is great,
Hunter.
Zach. I didn't know I was going to be learning so
I
much.
hated every second of this.
Wow.
That snail would be disintegrated inside of her vagina.
Yeah, it's
Thank you.
physically
Yeah.
impossible. All right.
Can I have
Dan,
a
let's-
cigarette?
we're going to introduce our next guest. We'll get you out of here. You'll come back. a
Who's
little later.
dead?
Dan, come get Andrew. Come get Andrew Dice Clay.
Thanks so much.
Dan is a common nickname for Andrew.
Yeah,
I've heard that.
Andrew Dice Clay. Get out of here.
Thank you.
Later, Dice.
I'm leaving?
Yeah, we'll see you in a bit, though.
The
You'll
only
come
guy
back.
doesn't get to hang around.
You'll
Must
come
have done
back.
a great job.
You'll come back.
I like
Okay.
him. Is that weird?
I liked him too.
Okay, we have another guest coming up. You're gonna love. Who do we have on hold right now?
Go to the next list and then we'll.
Okay, we're gonna go right to the next list to try to catch up. I guess things are going a little. I guess it's taking a little longer than anyone expected. So let's go into the next list, and then we'll hopefully introduce our next guest. I do have, as this next list starts, I have a couple of little announcements. This is an announcement from our producer. Okay, let's see here.
Kara Moore.
An announcement from our producer,
D'Amica Parker.
and a reminder: please do not clap
Janet Varney.
until the very end.
Lauren Faber.
Sorry.
Sorry.
I was clapping a
Don't
lot.
clap until the
Jen
very
Saunderson.
I
end.
can't clap.
We got one more
Lauren
little
Ashley
announcement
Bishop.
here. Is here it is.
Allison Stevenson.
For our Spanish language viewers,
Becky Lucas.
feel free to check into the Jash Spanish language channel
Ellie
so that you can hear these
McElveen.
names read in Spanish.
It's a beautiful
Aisling
language.
B.
It is.
It's a romance language.
Riley
Okay.
Silverman.
This is so exciting. You guys feeling
Annie
good?
Savage.
Yeah, I feel
Great.
great.
No.
So Dice,
Oh, yeah.
Abby
makes sense.
Rosenquist.
Yeah.
let me see if I have any fun.
Sarah
Okay, let's see what we
Burns.
got here. Jake Fogelnest is here.
Jessica
He seems to be.
Mackinson.
Okay, Jake.
Naomi
uh,
Ekpergin.
I don't know who you are. Jake Fogelnest
Miller.
is. I guess he's upset that he's gonna be on the list.
Scout.
Don't be so cocky,
Durwood.
Jake. I haven't seen you. I don't know who the hell
Natalie
you
Jose.
are. Okay. If you. What is this about?
Sonia
What kind of mind game
Dennis.
is this? Let's all just say Jake Fogelnest's name out loud.
Caitlin Gill.
Jake Fogelnest.
You didn't make the list.
Riley
but
Newton.
You're still getting some buzz just by hearing it out loud.
Jeannie
What kind of game are
Dugan.
you playing, Jake? Okay, folks.
Karen Houston.
You do not want to be on. Why would you not want to be on the list,
Christine
Jake?
Levine.
I'll
doesn't
take
make
his
any
place
sense.
on the
Courtney
list.
Gilmore.
I'll take his place.
Here's the thing. I can't
Bree
do any
Pruitt.
switches this late in the game. Jake, if you're on the list, you're on the
Jade
list.
Catapretta.
And if you're so upset about maybe being on the list, you got to wait
Abby
and see if
Harrison.
you make the list. Okay, here we go.
Christine
Okay.
Stein Ann.
Oh, wow. This is exciting, guys.
Katie Ellen Humphreys.
We now have
Michelle Wolf. Congrats,
9,400
Michelle.
total views.
Wow.
Wow.
Can we clap?
Caitlin
Yeah, sure, let's clap.
Weyerhauser.
Okay.
But not for the list.
Connie
Yeah, we'll clap for this
McFarland.
at the end.
Okay.
We'll clap for this. at the
Alicia
end.
Sanchez.
There are 9,400 cancer cells inside
Mona
little Cody's body right
Concepcion.
That seems like a lot.
Yeah.
now. Yeah.
What's
Julia
what's the
Rossi.
good cell? The T cell?
The T cell?
Marsha
Is that good?
Belsky.
The good cells?
I don't know if those are good or
Well,
bad.
you want the
I
white
feel like
blood
there's
cells.
neutral.
Rose
Everybody
Leon.
like tries to say that there are good cells and bad cells, but you know, it's
They're
just a lot like
lawless.
in The Last Jedi. There's not the
Rachel
good side of the Force, the
Bloom.
bad side of the Force. It's just all neutral. You know, I mean, there's
That's kind
shades
of how I
of
feel
gray.
about good
Vicky
comics and bad
Cummings.
comics. Like Jake Fogelnest is clearly
Marilyn
like a bad
Rashka.
comic.
Never even heard
But
of him.
Laura
no one's heard of
Silverman.
him.
He seems
no one
like a
knows who
straight
this guy
shooter.
is. You like him.
Liz Russo.
So far.
Okay. Jake, do you want to post a joke
Corinne
maybe in the
Fisher.
comments? And I'll read it out and we'll see. All right, folks. This is
Christina
exciting.
Hutchinson.
We do have another guest.
Wow.
And this is a
Stacy Pelosi.
previous #1
Whoa.
Josie Long.
on the top 1,000.
Maeve
Ladies and gentlemen,
Higgins.
Mr. Andrew Michonne.
Carmen Morales.
We'll clap at the very end.
Okay.
Oh, shoot. I'm sorry.
Lindsay
Andrew,
Ain.
thanks for coming, man. Have a seat.
Jackie Fabulous.
It does not get old.
Yeah, that's
How'd that feel for you?
Who blew this up?
And it's a self-inflating
Crystal
whoopee.
Oaks.
That's even
I got
funnier.
a
Yeah, it is
patent
kinda
on
fun.
that. I got a patent
Allie
on that.
Ward.
So
Funny. How's everyone?
Hey.
Hey. Hello.
Tiffany Haddish.
Andrew, what's up, man?
Just happy to be here. I'm
Catherine
excited to
Burns.
see another version of the list here.
Refresh me on your
Tamale
history
Sepp.
on the list.
Yeah. So, I didn't.
Anna
even-
Friedman.
I think the first year you did the list was 2014. Is that correct?
Chelsea
So
Hood.
I definitely was on that year,
Yeah.
and that seemed
Claire
appropriate.
O'Kane.
And
Yeah.
it felt nice. It felt like a good,
Catherine
just a
Ryan.
validation of the work that I've been doing in my comedy thus far.
Rachel
And for those people who
McCartney.
don't know Andrew's comedy so far, if you're following in the
Anna
live feed, I
Serengina.
challenge you to go and find some of his
Wanda
stand-up
Sykes.
sets and post them into the comment section.
Larissa
And so people can
Definitely.
kind of see why he
Yeah,
made the list.
please
so many
share
times.
that.
And then
Yeah.
in
Delfino.
2015,
Something happened.
Something
and,
popped.
Kristen
I'm sure you're aware of
Lundberg.
it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure everyone here and everyone watching
Heather
is also aware of it.
Pasternak.
In 2015, I woke up
Milana Vaindrub.
like I normally do in the morning, and it
Lauren
seemed like
Cook.
a nice day.
yeah.
And then texts just started pouring in.
Rochelle Mice.
It said, "Congratulations." It said, "I'm so happy
Natasha
for you." It
Leggero.
said, "You deserve this." All those texts
Kristen
from different
Schaal.
people, of course. And I had made number 1 on the
Toomey.
list in 2015, 2015,
Lauren
2015,
Lapkus.
number 1.
Number 1.
Out of
And we won't clap.
Reformed
We'll do it at the
Horse.
end.
do it at
but-
the end, but a thousand
Katie
comedians made it
Diggs.
to the list. 1,000 comedians made it on the list.
Roseanne
Probably
Barr.
10,000 didn't,
Yeah.
and I was number 1. and
Andy
it felt,
Erickson.
definitely felt justified
Mary
at the time.
Holland.
Yeah.
It felt finally, it felt like a finally kind
Ali
of
You got the
Waller.
recognition you deserve
Yes,
from
and,
the family.
I would say I was
Sanjay.
surprised, but I really wasn't. And
Kristen
it felt
Rand.
good. And I thought, this is the next chapter
Sarah
in
June.
my growth as an artist,
Right.
as a comedian, as a person,
Ever
as a
Maynard.
number, number 1.
Melissa Luna.
But it didn't
Nicole
work out all that
Ami
well.
Schreiber.
Just wanted to. Jake Fogelnest
Paige
is
Weldon.
promoting a show in
Oh, really?
in the comments.
Aaron
And so I think I can't read the actual link that you post, Jake,
Kathy
but it looks like he's
Ladman.
promoting a show called
Courtney McGinnis.
what is it? My Big Fat Dog on
Stephanie
HGTV. My
Simbari.
Big Fat Dog on HGTV, and I guess
Postman.
Jake wrote on it. He's a writer on My Big Fat Dog
Janine
on
Brito.
HGTV. Congrats, Jake. Maybe it's enough to make the list. We'll find out.
Naomi
Depends on how big and how
Caravani.
fat that dog is.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sure a lot
Mary
of it is fun
Beckett.
in just scouting.
Yeah.
So,
Melissa
how'd
Dowdy.
your life change?
Well, I was actually about to get into a bit of the
Sonia
darker side of
Vai.
it. I thought it was all positive. I thought it was all going to be good. But some negative stuff kind of happened. I think the buzz went to my head in a way that I didn't anticipate. And I became a bit of a monster. And my art suffered for it. My relationships suffered for it.
Whoa.
And a lot of things in my life took a bit of a negative turn. I can get into any of that, or I can
let's
just.
go.
Yeah,
let's
please.
deep dive.
Well-
and also, can we take the mic off of the sick kid? He's just coughing and he's breathing really heavy. Good. We're gonna go back into the list while Andrew kind of tells us about how the
Yeah.
list, being number one on the list, maybe ruined his life.
Well, the buzz just, again, it went to my head, and I started going to stand-up shows that I was on, and there'd be someone on the show who was maybe in the 700 to
Hannah
800
Boone.
range, and I would see that,
Alicia
and it would
Hush.
freaking piss me off.
Right.
And I would go to the host of the
Bianca
show,
Gustavo.
and I'd say, can we get them off the show,
Heather Marui.
and can I have their time?
So you turned into a
Colleen
little bit of a
Watson.
monster.
I thought I was justified because I thought the
Erica
number
Innes.
of laughs per minute that I'm going to bring to the show is so much
Jeanette
higher
Rizzi.
than them that it actually economically doesn't
Lizzie
even make sense
Cooperman.
for them to be on the show. And so I would tell that
Anna Lepoli.
to the booker, and people were just
Suna
buying into my
Bilstead.
power, and they were buying into what the list represented,
Danielle
and they'd do it.
Thrallo.
They would kick them off the show.
Jasmine
You
Ellis.
see, little guy, it's not always a good thing to be on a list.
Lisa
I think
Battle.
I saw my name, so I didn't.
No, you definitely didn't see your name.
Deborah
If you saw your name, your body would
DiGiovanni.
shut down.
Oh, that's right.
That's true.
Yeah,
It would be
I'm
like a little
excited.
robot,
Kelly
like a little
Ju.
android.
Yeah.
So,
And some of those
Natasha
people who,
Ferrier.
again, 700, 800 range, 800, 900,
Catherine
anywhere in
Zinni.
that zone, some of those people who I kicked off the shows, I don't know if
Eliza
they ever did
Schlesinger.
a joke again.
it maybe walked away
Kimberly
from
They
it.
had
Denaro.
quit. Yeah, it was a bit of,
Jacqueline
Have you
Novak.
suffered any personal consequences for
Emily
being
Winter.
a total diva?
well, I mean, I don't need to tell you that I
Lucia Fasano.
wasn't that high in 2016
Julia
on the
Shiplet.
next list.
That's true.
And
Kate Willett.
it's scary for me to admit this, but things got so
Anya
dark
Bowles.
that when that list came out,
Rose
I
Cernow.
didn't have the money to
Shalia
buy gas
Evans.
to go around to drive around to the billboards to see where I was.
Abigoliah Shaman.
I just knew I wasn't number one.
Bridget
I
Fitzgerald.
saw people posting they were number 2 through whatever.
Stephanie
I knew I wasn't
Streisand.
there. And I just assumed I was either not
Peggy
on it or on it
O'Leary.
at a low point.
For those of you who don't know, last year's list
Katie Foster.
was printed on 10 different billboards that
Lauren
were around
Reeves.
Los Angeles.
Wish I could have seen him.
And to find out if you made the list, you had to drive around.
Elisa
seen him.
I know.
Rosenthal.
Well, I'm going to tell you, this is
Alex
going to kind of feed into your
Kuman.
story here a little more.
Mm-hmm.
And
Janelle
I'm trying to play this close to the chest and not
James.
reveal anything I know about the list, but I do know for a
Shirako
fact that you
Dunlap.
did not make this year's list at all.
Langan
So if
Kingsley.
everybody could just kind of rub his back a little bit.
I'm just trying, you know
Lisa
what? I
Herring.
think it's good for me because I'm
I
just
think so
trying to
too.
get back into the art of
Ashley
it.
Skidmore.
And I will say that during 2016,
Miller.
when I was number 1 on the list, my art did suffer.
You're
Jessica
definitely did, man.
I would do
Peluso.
sets at great shows around
Glenn
town
Bouzan.
where I would be on stage.
Be right back.
Don
I'd
Luby.
literally just be reading a menu from a restaurant,
Elaine
a takeout
Carroll.
menu. And I thought, this is funny.
Right.
And the
Nicole
audience thought it was funny because they
Shabtai.
knew who I was. But it wasn't funny.
Tammy
I look back at those
Nelson.
videos, it's not funny. There's no jokes.
That's insane.
Nikki Glazer.
You want to hold this up for me, you little
can try.
sickie?
Ella
And
Campbell.
you mind if I call you a little sickie?
I do.
I'm just gonna kind of go over this. Kind of
Christina
lines up with what
Schneider.
you're saying.
Yeah.
I want people at home to know, especially
Tessa
how, am I saying this
Shippey.
right? Jockey Fogelnussy. I
Alicia
want to
Hotz.
basically just kind of go through how you get buzz.
Michelle Buteau.
A lot of people don't know, and I have a formula that calculates
Johnstone.
buzz. So basically, what it is
Christy
hashtag
Marino.
buzz
Carrie Mulder.
equals. Okay, and it's very simple. It's
Abby
basically
Crutchfield.
good
Maggie
industry
Ritchie.
heat.
Emily
you guys all know
Slazer.
what heat is, right?
Yeah, it's like Buzz.
Maggie
Heat's a lot like
Wright.
buzz, yeah.
It's easily quantifiable.
Minus
Caitlin
Bad
Marone.
industry heat.
Makes sense. You got to get rid of that
Erica,
bad
good
heat.
straight
And I think
Carrington.
you got a lot of bad heat right now. That's an
Chef
infection.
Kelly.
I have a question. Is bad industry heat, is that different than
Camille
industry
Roan.
ice, or is it similar?
Yeah, you know what? I haven't
Mindy
put in
Tucker.
industry ice
Okay.
into this thing. It's kind of, and that's kind of like natural
Rihanna
ice.
Opposite of
Augustus.
heat, I
Yeah.
just thought, because, you do get iced sometimes.
Mary
This could
Jacobs.
be this could be defined
Parenthetical.
as ice.
Hallie
Okay,
Sheck.
just curious.
Bad industry heat could be defined as ice.
ICE is taking
Rana
Latino
May.
families away from each other.
That's a totally
Different
different
ice. Yeah.
Trisha
So
Brown.
basically, so it's
Good fun,
this.
though. It could be a good joke.
So this,
Lila Ben
this,
Abla.
and then it's this number. Then it's timed the
Mary
number
Teresa
of
Archbold.
points that you were given
Lucy
on
Cottrell.
at midnight.
Hannah Levinson.
You guys know Chris Hardwick at midnight? Okay, so you multiply that by the
Megan
amount of points you've
Becker.
got. Then you subtract
Ayana, Atiba,
the
Sahar.
number of people you follow on
Natasha
Twitter.
Muse.
Oh.
Esther
So it's not even about how many
Steinberg.
followers you have, it's about who you
A
follow.
lot of it is
Melissa
it really
Aquiles.
works against you if you follow too many people on Twitter. It looks very
Amanda
lame.
Stafford.
But then there's a multiplier, which is very exciting.
Samantha
There's a
Ullman.
multiplier, and that multiplier you get a
Haley
times 2
Marion.
if you put comedy
Barbara
in your
Gray.
website name. So if it says comedian AndrewMichonne.com,
funny, yeah.
comedian ZachBroussard.com,
Aaron
comedian
Engel.
littlecody.biz.
Or ex-comedian.
Amber
Ex-comedian.
Preston.
Well, why?
That dead.
Yeah.
I've registered
Aaron
that,
McGuire.
that .dead domain.
Comedy
That's a tough thing
in
to
domain
say.
name.
.dead
Hillary
domain.
Bagley.
.dead
So
domain.
it's just kind of a little fun thing for you guys to know.
That's
Cool, that's smart.
How you can get some buzz. Also, I want to just do a quick
Arden
little shout out to
Marla
little
Schultz.
shout out to my boy Chris Hardwick, who ended
Melissa
his run
Diaz.
on at midnight this year. Also,
Shayla
cool thing you guys don't know,
Melson.
good guy alert. Chris Hardwick
Shireen
donated all of the
Kassam.
extra points at the end of the show. He had a bunch
Tiffany
of extra points that were not
Barbie.
handed out. He donated that to
Tracy
aspiring
Carnazzo.
comedians in third world countries.
Wow.
Annie
Which I think is
Lederman.
really cool. Don't clap now, but again, if you're at home, don't clap now. Wait till the
Amaya
end.
Perea.
But we're gonna do a big clap at the end, mostly for Chris. So shout
very
out.
brave and very
Hello.
heroic.
So tag Chris in here
Sashir Zameda.
just as often as possible. That would be great. So exciting.
Cool.
Wow, this is exciting, Andrew.
I'll just say this. I'm excited for this year's list, and just a word of caution to whoever is number one.
Yeah.
Just focus on your craft.
Focus
And
on
keep grinding.
your craft and keep grinding.
Yeah.
Andrew, thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me,
Thanks
guys,
for,
and best of luck to all of
Hey,
you.
thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Can we just get a big round of applause for Andrew?
Okay.
Oh boy.
Nice to hear. I guess I get.
We'll send you like a file. Can we send him a file?
Okay. Thanks. Thanks
you,
again.
You can
and-
get files, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna
you can
send
just
him a
email me.
file.
Well, thanks and good luck, and feel better or die soon. Either one. Whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Awesome.
It's die soon.
Hey, congrats on 2015, and again, sorry about this year.
Hey, it's all right. I now don't have to watch anymore. I
Okay,
can just
man. Take
peace
care.
out.
Take
All right,
care.
See you guys. Bye bye. Yeah.
Good guy.
See ya.
Good guy.
Bye.
Very good guy.
Yeah.
Good guy.
Okay, let's just kind of check in with the comments. What do we got here? Okay. Okay, I don't really understand. Some people have some thoughts. Jake, I feel bad for anyone who had to drive out to what I'm assuming is Culver City to do this. Well, that actually kind of hurts. That really hurts my feelings, Jake. And I got to tell you, I don't know if you made this year's list. I hope you do, because it'll make you mad. But you will never, ever make a list in this town again.
Any list.
Ever. Any list. Any list. Okay. This is a thing I wanted to do right here. This is like a little comedian showcase.
Oh.
So this is, as we're going through the list, I wanted to take a moment to talk about a young upstart comedian that I just wanted people to, I just wanted to drive some buzz to. And this year's comedian showcase is a young, hip comic by the name of Rich Voss. Rich Voss has been doing comedy for 40 years and was this year was a celebrity judge on Last Convict Standing and has performed at clubs and colleges across the country. All right, keep it up, Rich. Good luck. I hope you see your name on the scroll, man. Wouldn't that be cool? How you guys feeling, other than you?
He's feeling terrible. I can just speak for him right now. Everything inside of him is just turning into some sort of goo or paste as we speak.
Not that kind
No?
of goo. I think it's a different kind of goo.
No,
Oh,
it's a
sorry.
similar kind of
a
goo.
similar goo.
It's a semen-like substance.
Oof, I don't like that at all.
Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if you can just imagine your body filled up with semen, you can only imagine how that feels.
What's
it's
semen?
terrible. Semen is what's inside of you right now. It's essentially, most people's bodies are 95 to 130% water, I believe.
Yeah.
Your body is that, but with semen.
I believe anything he says.
It seems like a bad move.
Yeah. We have a very healthy relationship. I speak and he listens.
Yeah, okay, I'm starting to see why you have such trouble living with women.
How? Why? Because they don't listen to me?
Well, I think you're doing a lot of the talking. And
Yes.
a lot of relationships. I don't know, Maggie, are you in a relationship?
I don't want to talk about it.
Okay, no, that's totally fine. A big thing in comedians don't like to share personal information.
Yeah.
And that's, Maggie is clearly a comic.
Yeah.
Playing it close to the chest.
Yeah.
I'll just give a little insight. Relationships are about mutual respect. And it's about opening yourself up to dialogue and being able to listen even when the words aren't saying it. Sometimes people are physically telling you. There's signs, some
Yeah.
body language.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I agree with that for the other person. That's what they should be doing for me.
Okay.
I have a medical degree. So
How do you argue with that?
I'm an expert.
How do you argue with that? We've got one more little comedy update before we roll into the next chunk. If you are an audience member in this coming year, this is a new comedy update. If you're an audience member, if you go to a club and there's a 2-drink minimum and you're the only audience member at the club, there's officially a 200-drink minimum.
Well,
So that's just something to be aware of as you go into the next year. Okay, guys, we have another awesome guest. Incredible guest. She's one of the hottest young comics. You guys know what I mean when I say young comic? Hashtag hip.
Like me.
oh.
Prepubescent.
Yes, but she's like very popular on the internet, and she's going to kind of give us some advice on how maybe to drive some more views into this live stream. Okay, please welcome Shannon Coffee, everybody. Shannon Coffee, everybody. So cool.
My gosh.
Oh my God, so cool.
Whoa.
You got a good vibe.
Yeah. Thanks.
Very castable vibe. We're going to go right into the list. And then once we see that bad boy rolling, we're going to kind of talk about comedy and see what it's all about, man.
Cool, yeah. I'm all about comedy.
Thanks for joining us today.
Sure.
Am I cool?
I mean, you look a little tight in this area.
This is a little
Seeing
tight.
a lot of-
I bought this 5 years ago.
A lot of lines,
Yeah.
you know? But,
Isn't that skinny fit? Isn't that cool?
yeah, no, totally. Body types are all good. There's no
Grace
bad body type.
Leeson.
All bodies are cool bodies. Also,
Elsa
even
Waite.
cooler than bodies,
Yeah.
just like energy.
Susie Afridi.
Yeah,
Vibes.
vibes.
How do you put out good
Sophia
vibes?
Alexandra.
Oh, you know, just kind of like
Claudia Kogan.
aerate your kind of like pheromones, your
Caitlin
heat spots.
Bailey.
Oh,
You know?
heat spots.
Genitals.
Liz
Just air
Barrett.
out your genitals.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
So like man spread.
Carolyn
yeah.
Bergier.
You know, and just like,
Clara Beal.
I noticed you didn't even sit on the whoop.
She's too
yeah.
cool.
Too cool for the whoop.
I like to man
Giloni.
spread, you know?
Yeah.
Just like,
Lynn
What's
Bixenspan.
okay? You're popular.
Aparna
on the internet.
Nancherla.
yeah.
Right, this is something that
Got all the numbers.
a lot of
Julia
these comedians
Prescott.
watching now, for me included, I've got
Zainab
34
Johnson.
followers on Instagram, so things are building up.
That's pretty good.
There's
Marisa
definitely a little bit of a
Bramwell.
following.
2 more than me.
Whoa, you're
Joanna
there. You're close,
Riley.
dude.
Yeah.
You're close. What's some advice
Emily
on
Maya
Twitter,
Mills.
Instagram, Peach? What's some things
Kelly
that we
Dunham.
can do to kind of build some buzz?
You know, what I'm seeing out there is
Cassandra
people
D.
doing a lot of aggressive following.
Sonia
You know,
Eddy.
you just gotta follow a lot of people.
Yeah.
And then
Jocelyn
once they follow you
Hughes.
back, because they're like, whoa, well, who's this person following
April
me?
Richardson.
I should follow them. Then like one day,
Maggie
random day,
May.
just like unfollow everybody. Then like just like follow
Laura
like one
Sanders.
person.
So it looks
Yeah.
it looks like all
Joe
those people followed
Firestone.
you, and you were just very cool.
Yeah.
Mara Wild.
That's
It's
Interesting.
great. Yeah, it's gonna take them at least like a month to figure out.
Justine Marino.
They will unfollow you, so you will have to do that again.
You keep doing it.
Do it
Katie
in waves,
Bowman.
Yeah.
you know? Yeah.
Khalees
Does it work for
Hawkins.
celebrities? If I follow celebrities and unfollow
Oh, yeah.
Christy Bouchel.
You just have to, for celebrities, you have to follow them and
Janae
unfollow
Burris.
them and follow them and unfollow them as many times as possible.
Katie
That's great. And so what I'm
Hannon.
seeing is this Jackie Fogelnest
Nancy
character. Jackie, am I
Norton.
saying that right, Jackie? Jackie's
Allison
got a little
Rose.
bit of a verified check next to him, so that means I guess
Valerie
he's
Wallace.
a celeb. And
Yeah.
so everyone watching
Deanne
this live
Smith.
stream, follow and unfollow Jackie throughout the
Phoebe
stream.
Robinson.
So hopefully he follows you back. Let's take
Totally, yeah.
let's take
Rachel
Shannon's
Weeks.
advice.
Follow him.
Good luck
unfollow
out there,
him.
guys.
Felicia
If you see him in
Michaels.
person, definitely confront him.
Definitely follow him,
Aaron
then
Lampard.
confront.
That's the key thing. You know, if you live in a place where there's
Jessica
celebs,
Kirsten.
like locate them, find them, reach
Ophira
out face to
Eisenberg.
face, because that eye contact, that's 10-10 of follow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yamanika
Wow.
Saunders.
Like everybody in this room that I've made eye contact with
Kelly
has to
McFarland.
follow me.
Yeah.
You know,
Nanye Brown
guys gonna do it?
West.
they don't have a choice.
You guys
Meryl
gonna do it?
Davis.
Camera guy's gonna follow you.
Yeah.
Chanel
do it.
Ali.
What should we be joking about?
Melissa Stevens.
This question is about subject matter of jokes.
Nora
All right,
Panahi.
what I'm seeing, like, there's a lot of trends in comedy. You know, it's
Heather
like comedy's all
Thompson.
about trends. I'm seeing a lot of
Kathy
people.
Ferris.
Are you spelling trends with a Z?
Oh, blah, blah.
Kendall Farrell.
I mean, it's like less questions
Val
and more
Kappa.
like just know. You know, that's where you need to be. Like, you
Lorelei
don't. You're not like,
Lyons.
ooh, what am I doing out here? Does
Susanna
the audience
Lee.
like me? No, you're just like, it's all I know.
Oh.
You know?
Danielle
You're talking about a lot of
Andruskiak.
silent comedy sets.
Yeah.
You just
Georgia
go up and hold a
Brooks.
microphone.
Actually,
Danielle
you don't even have to
Kushner.
go do a comedy show. Like, I would say,
Danielle
you know, a big theme in
Camarti.
comedy right now is illusion. You know, you're
Carolyn
out there.
Riley.
Just
Magic?
find- yeah,
love
well,
magic.
we were seeing some traditional magic,
Emily
you know,
Raskowski.
back to the day, like old day, like guys just fisting hats and
Marielle
pulling out rabbits.
Cabral.
Yeah.
That's happening left and right. But if you
Andrea
can't
Henry.
get yourself on a show, find a dark
Jane
corner anywhere,
Condon.
your apartment, you know, hunch over and be like,
Lisa
about to go
Best.
up, take a pic, post it.
Yeah.
That's a show, baby.
Laura
That's a show.
Severse.
That's a show.
Gotta be a show.
Yeah.
Wow.
Eliza
I think
Skinner.
I heard Andrew Dice Clay say something about fisting. Maybe that's what he's
Leanne
talking about.
Lord.
I'm really surprised. He's getting good.
Patty
You know, he's kind
Harrison.
of current with the eating ass. That's another trend that's going to go
Ali
from
Cantor.
2017 into 2018. We're seeing
Brady Elliott.
eating ass is here to stay.
Oh.
Yeah.
This is the year of the
Livia
ass eating.
Scott.
Yeah. 2017 was
fisting?
all. Fisting?
Mary
He's
Mack.
7 years old. No. He's 7. We have to
No,
remind
Becky
you.
Donahue.
Physical comedy is really big now. We can show you. I can
Amina
help.
Guys,
Imani.
guys, please.
No?
Just
Quick. Just do quick. My
Eliza
whole thing is
Hurwitz.
like a lot of times we have these younger comics
Jennifer
who are going to come into
Vanilla.
clubs and they're performing
Do you
with
have
us.
a flap?
We just have to remember these
Ali
are still
Dixon.
kids.
I have.
Oh, not
Yeah.
the front flap.
Oh,
Meredith
no.
Casey.
But at the same time, you're not going to be around, so maybe
I'm
you should
wearing
just
long
cram in as
Alyssa
much of
Spinoza.
adulthood as you
Second
can.
Give it all to me.
You know, I don't think this is a
Okay,
good idea. I don't think this is a
okay,
good
okay.
idea.
I'll show you if you
I don't think it's a
live.
good idea.
Okay.
Oh God, it's so hard to button
Maria
back up.
Stochik.
Yeah, so I've noticed you got a little something called
Raquel
skinny
Dapies.
jeans. going
Oh,
on.
I thought you were gonna say camel toe.
Dana Firm.
I don't know what that
I got
is.
that
I don't
too.
know what that is either.
Yeah, we don't know. what it is.
It's when your
Chantel
labia is too
Maristica.
thick, and when you put denim over it, it just
Natalie
spreads
Norman.
the labias. It wants to separate them.
Yeah.
And it's like you have a
Kirsten
second
Rasmussen.
mouth.
Yeah.
Absolutely
Yeah.
hate that.
Becky
I don't even need a
Johnson.
mic stand when I do stand up. I'm just like, all right, guys,
Iran
good night.
Judgke.
It's a great idea.
Megan McKay.
What I have
idea.
in my hand right here, folks.
Lee Cameron.
This is the top 10
Gina
lists
Yashiri.
of all time.
Claire Tittleman.
Top 10 lists
Jenny
of all
Slate.
time.
Lists are out.
Morgan
dude, lists are
Murphy.
Are you sure? I thought graphs are in.
This is depressing. I mean, I
Sandra
just started getting into lists
Battaglini.
because I thought that's what was
Sophie
popular.
Buttle.
No, like
Blair
image,
Sochi.
images and photos and
Can we turn this into a
Taylor
graph?
Tomlinson.
a pie chart.
Guys in the back, can we turn
Cristela
this into a graph?
Alonso.
Just let me know. A quick yes or no.
That guy just died.
This is upsetting.
Okay.
This is really upsetting. Okay.
There's an app for that.
There's an app.
You just and it'll just turn it into a
So
graph.
here is I'm just gonna go ahead and go through this, even though lists are clearly done.
I'm sorry.
These are the top 10. I don't even give a shit about this anymore. This sucks. I was so excited about it. This is the top 10 lists. This is the top 10 lists of all time. Okay, number 10 is David Letterman's top 10 lists. Number 9 is Cosmopolitan's 30 Ways to Please a Man. Number 8 is Cosmopolitan's 30 Things to Do with a Naked Man. Number 7 is Cosmopolitan's 6 Ways to Boost Your Man's Fertility.
Oh.
Number 6 is Cosmopolitan's 14 Ways to Have an Orgasm.
Orgasm?
5 is Cosmopolitan's 7 Ways to Use Lube During Sex. I only know of one. Number 4 is Cosmopolitan's 6 Ways to Hide Hickeys.
I know what a hickey is.
Yeah. Number 3 is Cosmopolitan's 4 Ways to Sex Up Your Boring Ass Denim. To me, like, the ass denim is like the least boring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Number 2, Cosmopolitan's 6 Ways to Smotional Unavailable Guy.
Oh.
which I think is pretty much just a lab coat. Number 1 is, of course, the 10 Commandments. The OG, the original list. Top 10 list, man.
Religion, another big trend.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is religion hot right now?
Oh yeah, Justin Bieber, he's got his cool church going on.
This is insane.
Yeah, so church is back, baby.
Church is back.
Yeah. Hashtag church.
I think we're going to go right into this next batch because we're very close. We've got 200 more names left, is that correct? I think we've got 200 more names.
300.
Carol Burnett.
Oh, God.
Carol
I was so excited. I thought
Vanessa
we were kind of done.
Gonzalez.
Oh, no.
We actually have a lot left.
Jen Kirkman.
So, all right, religion is in.
Yeah, religion is
Jocelyn
in.
Chia.
Does it matter what religion?
Mia Jackson.
No, all religions are good. Preferably,
Ashley
like if it's a
Barnhill.
cult, if it has like a little edginess to it, like we're not
Lori
gonna
Kilmartin.
live through this. That's kind of the
Claire
biggest
Mullaney.
theme is death, you know.
Right.
Hey,
I've been
Sarah
told a lot.
Schaefer.
I'm not gonna live through this.
what have I been saying?
Adira
What have I been
Tyler.
saying?
This might be the new hot dude on the scene.
Allison
Hottest
Rich.
guy.
Yeah.
hottest guy
He looks
around.
so cold though.
Sudie Green.
I'm burning hot. There's
Yeah,
a lot of
so-
goo, a lot of goo
Molly
in me.
Rubin
It's burning
Long.
me up. Yeah.
It's hot goo.
He told me
Una
to keep the
Patel.
blanket.
They
If
know
you-
it's an illusion. See, he's kind of hitting all
Sarah
the points.
Milliken.
You're right.
He might be number 1 on the list.
100%.
Kristen Hensley.
Yeah.
I'm number 1 on the list.
Jen
Yeah, there's a
Smedley.
chance. We have 300 names left.
I think I
Angela
saw my name on
Johnson.
the
I
list.
haven't seen
you
the
would've
name
just-
yet.
Oh,
Heather
Your head would've-
McDonald.
That's right.
Concaved.
that's right.
Okay, I see Jackie
Nadine
Jackie
Farsad.
Fogelnast. This is disrespectful
Camilla
to Meryl
Cleese.
Marco on so many levels.
Nikki Black.
Yeah, I don't
Why?
even know what you're talking about.
Carolyn-
Why?
Carolyn
Do you even do
Castiglia.
comedy? What's your deal, man? Are
Yeah.
you in the
Martin.
biz?
I don't get it.
I feel like I get so tired
Leslie
of trolls.
Jones.
Yeah.
Trolls.
Trolls.
Let's talk
Trolls
about
are-
trolls.
Janine Garofalo.
Man.
How do you deal with trolls?
Well,
Aaron
I like
Bartley.
to find out who they are, and usually trolls are your family
Whoopi
members,
Goldberg.
your closest friends, your children. You know.
Kathy
I
Griffin.
found out that my middle child was my number 1
Liz
troll.
Miele.
Yeah.
They always say that.
Lisa
about middle kids.
Lampanelli.
Middle kids always trolling.
Always be
Miranda
trolling.
Hart.
Yeah, be trolling.
Always be trolling.
Micah Fox.
Shannon, I think I'm just gonna let you
Kate
go do your
Alleman.
thing. I know you have you got a lot of appointments.
Quinta
Yeah,
Brunson.
You got
I'm
some
gonna
shopping
have
to
some
do.
meetings with
Jordan
some
Armstrong.
Twitter. And,
Yeah, what are some apps that
Snaps-
you're meeting with?
Twitter,
Amanda
Snapchat, Vine 2. Yeah,
Emma
I started
Willman.
Vine 2 basically.
You started Vine too.
Yeah, it was my
T-O-O or the number?
it's just 22222 like
Carly
indefinitely.
Mallison.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's so
yeah.
cool. Yeah, no, it's so
Infinite.
cool.
Yeah.
We all think you're
Jessica
so cool.
Edmond.
Yeah.
Can I ask something before you go? Can you just give
Marie
me, besides the
Watsky.
like stretch,
Christine
you know,
Lindsay.
another way that I can kind of like have a cool,
Lily
you know,
Tomlin.
presence?
Oh, like a lot of
Pauline
this,
Militoris.
and you know, like I think the camel toe
Sarah
is a power
Oxman.
move. So
Okay.
like I'd say like hike it up, you know.
Annie
Appreciate it if we
Wasserman.
just didn't
Just
talk
like
about that.
you know.
And I think
For
I
the rest
need.
of the
Sally
stream.
Brooks.
I'm doing
Oh,
it.
there.
It's,
I've
we
got
can
it.
all have camel toes.
I'm getting
you
it.
know?
I would love
You got
that.
it? Yeah.
I'm getting it.
Everyone
You
needs to
have
stop.
one.
Shannon,
I
I'm gonna
do?
have to ask you to leave.
Oh my God, I do.
Hashtag genitals, they're important. We
Yeah,
need them
if
to
you-
survive.
If you want to promote any like people to follow you online,
Jennifer
where can they
Rossini.
find you?
genitals.com.
They can follow you at genitals.com.
Kim Stacy.
Coffee is my last name. Just follow me there.
Hannah
Hashtag
Omer.
me. Don't forget me. Live forever. Be yourself.
Danielle
It's all gonna be
Kramer.
okay. We're gonna die. Also, we're gonna
Helen
follow
Hahn.
3D timelines. We're living on 5D now, just so you know.
I don't
Sarah
understand
Adams.
a lot of modern comedy, but that was
Monique.
very funny. Clearly.
Yeah.
I'm excited because I have a camel toe.
Yeah.
Miriam
Do we look cool?
Don't say that.
Do we look cool?
I have one.
Zach.
Renee
do we look
Gauthier.
cool?
I don't think any of us are cool.
This feels funny.
My
Jenna
labia feels
Dresden.
incredible.
This was embarrassing on a lot of
Laura
levels because I
Crawford.
invited Shannon here so that like it was kind of
Emily
a boost
Ehrlich.
for me personally.
Oh, I'm sorry.
And I feel like we just
Margaret Cho.
it derailed into a camel toe conversation that I did not.
Sarah
That's like not my
Eisenberg.
brand.
Sure.
That's not my brand.
Sorry, Zach.
Do you feel
Amanda
boosted?
Olszewski.
Sorry.
I feel like I got a little boost. Hopefully, I
Tracy
mean,
Marquez.
at least 2 more people started
Marissa
following when
Gallant.
Shannon came on, and I'm assuming that's from Vine too.
Maggie
You guys coming from
Reith
Vine too? Comment if you
Austin.
came from Vine too.
You know, in the
Gabe
Sex and the City
Badwell.
movie, one of the jokes that Samantha
Jess
makes is,
Hilarious.
this is like Lawrence of my labia.
Erica Rhodes.
Hey, not my brand typically,
Tyler.
but that was very
That's
fun.
He
good.
tells me that joke every night.
Emily
You guys watch
Ball.
Girls Trip?
Yeah.
So funny, right?
Chelsea
funny.
Handler.
So funny.
So funny.
I mean, girls
Lori
should go on
Reeves
more trips.
Barnett.
I think, honestly,
I love trips.
send women on trips. Can I do the
Agarwal.
clap back? Is that
Gotta
okay?
send
Can I
women
clap
on
back?
trips.
Send women
Sandra
on more
Bernhardt.
trips.
Send women on more
Send more
trips.
women on trips.
Aaron Lennox.
Send women on trips.
Is that instead of clapping, are you coughing
Kathleen
now?
It
Madigan.
just hurts when
Yeah.
clapping.
How you feeling? You
Yeah.
okay?
Simone
Black
Shepherd.
culture in general makes him worse.
I have not seen your
Samantha
name yet,
Bee.
which is a little.
I think I just saw it.
It's a little
I thought I
rough.
saw it.
Tadia Robinson.
Is my name on there, Zach?
Loney Love.
Meg, I haven't seen your name.
I've just been trying to play it
very
cool. I've been
good.
trying to play it
You're
cool.
That's
Do you
okay.
have any
trying
new
to play
bits?
it
Do you have any
cool.
bits you want
Katie
to show us?
Hannigan.
Now,
Dick
you've learned a little
Notaro.
bit from the Dice Man.
Okay.
Jasmine Brown.
Patty cake, patty
Ashley
cake.
Bright.
Okay.
The goo.
Mary
All right, that was
Campbell.
fun.
Yeah?
See the seeds.
It was definitely
I see the
fun. You
Megan
can see how it's
Naringer.
exciting.
I see it.
Am I getting better?
You're getting better. I mean, just
better.
here's the thing. I think you've got
Korsandi.
some buzz.
Thank you.
The question
Bonnie
is,
Chris.
was it enough to make the list? Right now, we're down
Julia
to
Cotton.
207, I think, and it's not looking
Katie
great.
Evans.
I mean, no pressure, Zach.
Tracy Marquez, you seem very
Vicky
excited.
Ferguson.
234, baby. Congrats, Trace.
Emily
Let's do a little
Alexander.
congrats for Trace.
Way to go,
Does
Trace.
that count as
Rebel
her
Wilson.
transcribing it though?
Oh, Trace, I'm going to need to
Paula
get you to delete that
Poundstone.
comment. When the stream is over, everyone,
Adele
actually,
Gibbons.
when this stream is over, I need you to come back into the stream and delete all your comments.
Yeah.
It's not a lot to ask.
Good iCode.
Yeah.
Good eye. Thank you so much. So often people just leave. I mean, every comment you've ever left online is just there
Forever.
Yeah.
forever.
Is that true?
That's so insane.
You'll live forever on the internet.
Oh, I like
He
that.
won't actually. We've set up it's essentially like a dead man switch, so all of his posts will just go off the second that his heart stops beating.
Oh boy.
Oh Jesus.
Yeah. Yeah, it will be like he's never even born.
Okay.
Well, this has just turned sour.
It's incredible what modern medicine can do, right? Just erase someone from existence.
There's no chance that he can make it.
His parents' memory will be like Men in Blacked. You know, the little flasher thing?
Honestly, good for them. I'm sure
It's
this
the
has been.
second he dies, he's just blinked out of their brains.
Are my parents on the list?
I don't think so.
They're very funny.
All right, guys. We just need to move on. We're very close. We have 200 more names. Okay, we have a very special guest. He's a specialist who specializes in lists.
Whoa.
So please give it up for Dr. Roger Townsend. Oh, sorry.
Hello, everybody. How are you?
how are you, Doc?
How you doing? How you doing?
Pleasure.
Welcome. Thank you so much.
How are you, Doc?
I'm doing well.
Thanks for
How are you?
joining us.
Absolutely. Oh, quite the late night. Thank you,
Fellow doctor.
fellow doctor.
All right, Doc Pat.
How are you, Doc Pat?
Sick kid right there. Maybe don't get too close. We don't know if it's contagious.
It is
is,
contagious.
It is.
Yeah,
Oh.
we're all infected.
Oh, that's troubling.
Did you not know that? Or?
I did not know that.
Let's talk about your specialty. Let's talk about you work at MIT. Am I saying that right, or is it MIT?
No, you're saying it right. You had it right. You had it right. I work at MIT in the media lab over there.
Oh,
And that's where science and society intersect. That's
Love
what we do there. Okay. And I specialize in lists. I believe he mentioned that.
Yeah.
I specialize in lists. Yeah, over there. And really, that's how we define our world, right?
Yeah.
Lists. How else are we going to know what is and what isn't without writing it down?
I always say that, like, how will people know who is a good comic or a bad comic if I don't make a list ranking them? That's my mantra. Is like, I'm doing a service for the world, because what if, like, you're pulling up a Netflix special? Here's the thing: if you want to pull up any Netflix special, just reference my list first. Like, as of now, I don't see Judd Apatow on the list. Maybe it's not worth checking it out. I don't know what that guy's done comedy-wise to justify having, to do comedy at all. Just reference the list, I don't even know who that guy is.
and that tells us a lot already, right?
So tell me about lists.
Yes.
The power of lists.
The power of a list, because otherwise we can't sort out the world that's in front of us, right?
Right.
But to have a proper list, it does have to be scientific, or else what's the point? Why are we here? Okay, you have to have a system. And we talked about this on the phone, but why I'm so interested in your list is because of how you calculate buzz.
Yes. I have it right here.
Have it right here.
I have it right here.
Look at that. Look at that. And it's scientific because it involves math.
Can you just hold this in front of your face real quick?
That's how you can tell.
I just feel like you're bumming people out.
Yeah.
That would be great.
That's great. That's great. And it's not just buzz. And correct me if I'm wrong, and please do
Yeah.
correct me if I'm wrong. It's also about heat.
Yes.
Okay. It's also
So
about
often
heat.
people forget the heat portion of buzz.
They do.
Yeah.
They do. But you take those two factors, and now we know who is good, who's bad. We have a list. I want to tell you a brief little story. You guys may remember this. If you could just hold that up.
It's too heavy for him, guys.
Is that what's going
I
on?
think.
We're
Is
going to
that
go
what
ahead, while we talk about lists, and I want you to kind of really give me your spiel on why some lists are bad.
Yeah.
Because we know why my list is good.
Yeah, we got it
because of
right
this,
here.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And let's just get. You can just hold that in front of his face. Let's talk. Let's go ahead and go to the list. We're starting in the 200s. Or we're getting into the 19. We're getting into the like 199.
Oh, okay. We're getting to the home
We're getting into
stretch.
the nitty gritty.
Okay.
And this is very exciting. It's just exciting.
Throw a little face on there for him.
Yeah, maybe just tuck it into the hat.
Tuck it into the hat and put a
Yeah.
smile on there. That'll look nice.
Well, let's get it more
Harder than it looks.
Huh.
It looks
cut it.
easy, but it's
Yasmin Love.
difficult.
Well, just like when we
Cody
talk about
Dom.
buzz, this is a buzz kill.
This is a buzz
This
kill.
is a kid who's
Susie
gonna die.
Ruffle.
Put a smile on there.
You know
Zoe
this.
Rogers.
All right, tell me about why
Lori
some
Mae
lists are bad.
Hernandez.
A list that's bad is a list that
Rachel
isn't
Feinstein.
really, it's too subjective. Okay? It's not
Rebecca
really
Riddle.
considering the true scientific factors in a list.
Yes.
I mean, like if you just
Zira
ask someone, oh, what's your favorite
Fumoda.
restaurant? And they list 3 restaurants. Like, what is
Megan
that?
Strickland.
It's insane.
Okay, what is that list? What am I supposed to do
And
with
also,
that
it's just
list?
sort of
Lucy
like
Randall.
the ones they know.
And
Anna
how does that help us?
Fabrega.
That's insane.
How is that a guide?
Alex Song.
Okay, let's use a popular example, Yelp. It doesn't only have
Annie
the restaurants
Donnelly.
we've heard of.
Yeah.
Yes, restaurants you've also not heard
Martha
of.
Kelly.
Okay,
They're
because
using-
there's a process, there's an
using a brain
algorithm.
I've heard of that word.
Similar to buzz, it's not
Becky
the same.
Garcia.
But
A little
similar.
less scientific.
A little less scientific, but it still involves
Ashley
numbers.
Brooke Roberts.
Numbers, folks.
Maggie's,
numbers.
Maggie's really checking
Natalie
it out. You
Scher.
seem to kind of not be thrilled by this
I'm
kind of
hungry.
You're a little hungry.
Remember what I told you earlier?
Oh my God, you didn't get any
Claire
snacks.
Pain game
Epstein.
snack. It's okay. Sorry. I'm sorry. I was
Caroline
listening. I
Cotter.
just I got
Try to
hungry.
get you a chip. Can we try
there
to
a
give
chip?
Maggie a
Ronnie
chip?
Rosen.
Just one.
Chip.
I
Ashley
think would
Brown.
be.
All right, now I just feel bad.
Megan Kelly Dunn.
You can't feel bad for him. If you form
feel
any
bad.
emotional attachment
Chelsea
to him, it's just
Davison.
going to hurt you and hurt him.
Wow.
Francesca
Are some
Martinez.
lists too short?
Shelby Farrell.
Oh, absolutely.
That's my opinion. It's been my
Absolutely.
opinion from the very
Wally.
beginning.
We had a discussion back in 2014
Everett.
in the lab in the office. We were trying to list the top
Jackie Perico.
mammals in North America.
Right? Right.
My colleague
Catherine
says,
Cohen.
oh, 15's fine.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
Mitra Johari.
How? 15?
Teresa
15
Lee.
Comedy.
Oh,
no,
please.
no.
But we know
Harry
15 is fine.
McCrossen.
No,
50's
no, no.
That's too short.
Yeah, there's got to be at least
Amanda
17.
McQueen.
Minimum. That's what I said. Minimum
Erin Lynn
17.
O'Connor.
Thank you, Marissa, for bringing in that chip.
Okay, but just the one, right? You
Gold.
don't want to,
Savor it.
because you can overdo these
Car.
things.
And just watch the bites
Thank
because it sounds like a clap.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Marie Faustin.
I'll wet it down.
That'd be great. Yeah, so can we get like a
Christy
cup of
Ono.
water she can dip it in?
I got
You
enough
don't have
spit.
to
I
do
got
that.
enough spit. It's
Like
okay.
a sure
You
head
got enough
eater.
spit? Yeah.
It's okay.
Like
Kobayashi.
Kobayashi.
Christina
You
Galston.
ever think about Kobayashi-ing a chip?
Sydney Washington.
That's a routine.
Kimberly
That is a
Stewart.
routine.
Yeah.
You're going to end up on the list.
Allison Spence Brown.
But, again, I'm not a huge fan of comedy.
Nicole
I don't really
Byer.
care if I make the list.
Yeah.
I'm just here. I just like ranking my peers. That's it.
Irene.
That seems fair. That
Two.
seems absolutely fair.
Some lists are too short.
Yes,
What do you
absolutely.
think? What do you think the
Shake.
benefit is to having a list this
Steph
long?
Tolev.
Well, that's how we know you've truly thought about it and you've
Yeah.
truly done the
Jenny Zagrino.
calculation. Okay, 1,000. You don't
Amber
pull that out
Ruffin.
of a hat.
Yeah, it takes me 15 minutes to
Alessandra
write down
Vite.
1,000 names as quickly as I
Ashley
can.
Seaman.
That's as quickly as I could do it.
Do you use both hands?
Diana Francis.
Sometimes, yeah. If I'm not snacking or writing correspondence.
Profeta.
I'll do
Oh, yeah.
both hands.
Big letter
Lot of-
writer.
I'm a
Marjorie
lot of
Malpass.
I'm old school, baby.
A lot of letters.
Pretty
And I
awesome.
appreciate it. I appreciate
No
it. Love-
emails.
None.
So that's why if you email me at
Christy Bruce.
zbroussard@gmail.com,
Ashley
my assistant will
Camo.
send you my home mailing address.
Leslie Seiler.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's secure.
Jennifer
I
get
get it.
Ashley
1,000 names.
Lloyd.
what's the power of that? Do you
Linnea
think maybe we can
Curry
inspire people to
Roberts.
increase their list size?
Well, God, I hope
Cassie
so.
Baradas.
Okay. Because if you're going to tell me, like, what are the top
Lisa
months in a
Merchant.
year, and the list is only 12, I feel like you
Felicity
didn't think about
Penman.
it. Like, you've got to really make it clear that you
Ann
put some time and
McMaster.
effort into your lists.
Yeah, and my thought
And
too is that so often these
McMaster.
lists are click-throughs. so that they can put an ad in
Litzinger.
between. And they're just 20 names.
Ashley
Or 20
Budding.
places, 10 places. Do 1,000
Karen
Please.
Ivani.
and make more money.
It seems obvious.
Am I crazy? Try to make a living. All these websites are running out of money. They're going bankrupt. Your
Hey,
lists are
Kedeman.
too short.
Samantha Adams.
I don't have to. Why do I feel like I have to
Christy
think everything?
Gunter.
Doesn't it though?
I'm trying to.
Doesn't it?
I'm trying to rank my peers from best to
Alana
worst. I don't
Rios.
have time to run your business.
Nadine Jury.
You're only one man.
I'm only one man.
Okay.
And
you don't always have.
Vanel.
She's got something.
Right?
Nancy
She's
Beckett.
got something.
Can you offer any advice to Maggie and
Lisa
little Cody?
Benny.
These are two people who aspire to be on the list, have not been
Heather
on yet,
Barnes.
which is heartbreaking.
We're on the list. Right?
You're not on the list.
Oh.
Well, not yet.
Julia Differentando.
I mean, he's dying. He's gonna
Caitlin
die. Say something
Kunkel.
to comfort him, but at the same
Stephanie
time,
McCulloch.
not something that comforts him too much. 'cause
Rachel
that
Mason.
That could turn his innards into goo.
Honestly,
Jessica
even talking to
Matolo.
him, the cancer could get into your ears.
Kathleen Post Andrade.
Your work is too important.
Jay
Far too
Steegman.
important.
What
I
about
think
Maggie?
she has a
Let's focus
bright
on Maggie.
future.
Thank you. Thank
Right.
you.
Wilson.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
I heard. I didn't
Tabitha
see it, but I
Wells.
heard a little whoopee cushion happening
Cynthia
earlier.
Bangert.
Do you want to set it up?
Could
Hey,
you?
hey, what's over
Leland
there?
Mason.
Will you go take a look over there, please?
what's
we
over
just
there?
get up and I need to
Yeah,
go
well,
check on
just
this.
get up
Look
over
at
there.
that shadow
Go check
over
on
there.
it.
Oh, just
This is a
go.
great opportunity.
Maggie
Actually,
Smith.
you know what? Never mind. It wasn't over
Never
there.
mind.
It wasn't?
You know, it's
No.
actually.
No.
Oh, this is slipping out here.
I have a
What's over
secret
here?
to tell you. Why don't you come over here?
Peter
and tell
Martin.
the secret.
Well, I love a good secret, huh?
Ashley Whitehurst.
There was no
Kate
secret.
Cohen.
The secret was we put a whoopee cushion
Erica
underneath your
Elon.
butt, and it made a noise as if you were a
Nicole
flatulent
C.
man.
Hastings.
And that is making us all laugh.
Jessica
And we're going
Rogers.
crazy. Comedy doesn't have to be complicated.
No.
Oh my goodness.
It's
It's right here.
Wait, put it under your butt.
You put it under my butt?
yeah.
So many people overcomplicate comedy. I'm gonna let you go.
Oh,
Because
thank you for that.
really, so we're down to the final home stretch, and I'd
wow.
really love to get Andrew Dice Clay back.
Oh.
Absolutely.
So let's get you out of here. Thank you so much for coming,
Thank
talking
you
about
so
lists.
much.
Really nice to
Thank
meet
you.
If I had to rank
thank you.
doctors, you're number 2. I like him.
You know what? We shouldn't, right? We shouldn't.
Yeah, maybe not.
Okay.
Yeah, keep your distance.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Take care, man.
Appreciate
Your
it.
work's
You
too important.
As well. Very
Your work
important.
is too important.
Very important.
Wow, folks. So we're gonna reset. What I have something very exciting is I have some party poppers.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this
Oh,
is
no.
because we're down to the home stretch, folks.
Cody can't actually pop.
Okay, sure.
Let
we'll
him
pop
live, Doc.
Well,
I can't.
He will die.
Sick of
Just
this.
hold it. Maybe don't pop
His
it.
lungs will
So
burst.
these are party poppers,
Okay.
and they're there for us.
Thank you.
As the list comes to a crescendo, we're down to the last 100 names. And again, do not transcribe any of these names. I will sue you. I am represented by Celino and Barnes, and I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're injury attorneys, and I would be heavily injured.
Injury attorneys.
Da-da-da.
Shut
You're way
up.
off tune.
Yeah.
It's not even the song. So basically, we're gonna get Andrew Dice Clay in here. What's our thoughts so far? You see any names that surprised you?
I'm seeing a lot of surprises.
I saw my name, I think.
You did not see your
No.
name. I can 100%. I guarantee you did not see your name.
You cannot trust his eyesight.
Yeah, I can't see anything.
Those glass eyes?
Yeah.
Yeah, those are pure glass. And sharp, too. Like we
Beautiful.
made it with a point at the
Oh.
end, so it's just poking right into his cerebral cortex.
That's offensive.
yeah.
That's all fucked up.
It is.
Mag,
Yeah?
you haven't seen your name yet. Does that bum you out a little bit?
You know, I'm just happy to be here, Zach. So,
Yeah.
you know what? I'm getting buzz, right?
Yeah. Does anybody want to maybe throw in some words of wisdom, Maggie, right now?
I'd love
and I can
it.
read it to her. That'd be really cool.
Or at the end of my catchphrase.
Somebody's worried that Adam Sandler hasn't made the list. Here's the deal. Bad year. He had a bad year. You know, he's a comedian. You know, America's sweetheart is what they call him, Adam Sandler.
He really is.
Yeah, and he's got one of the most lucrative deals in the sweatpants industry.
I have a pair.
But that doesn't really, yeah, everybody's got their Adam Sandler originals. They're so comfortable because they have a lot of pockets.
Oh, that's nice.
That's his secret.
Yeah.
Like cargo sweatpants.
They're cargo sweatpants. And I think so often cargo pants can rustle and they can be a little rough, but the Adam
Too
Sandler
rough.
originals are very
Too rough
comfy.
to sleep in.
Okay, we got him. He's back, baby.
Whoa.
Oh, God. This is a popper for you.
Oh, unbelievable.
Andrew
Thank you.
Dice Clay. Have you watched the
Hey.
list so far? Any thoughts?
I was watching the list, but truthfully, I went back in the Jash headquarters, and HR sat me down, had a talk. Oh,
Yeah. We're gonna get you out of here.
I
Well,
gotta,
that's just so
I gotta go
embarrassing.
back to the HR.
Wow. That's got to be depressing.
You know, it
Yeah.
just
And
builds
Especially for
anticipation.
people that are waiting for the last 100 names. It seems like we're stringing it along.
Can I get a cigarette? Like, he has a cigarette, so can I?
I think you should let him smoke. This is.
I think it could be better if instead of the semen that's currently in his body, if you replace it with
what a
nicotine
gross
and tar.
boy.
Yeah.
You're a disgusting boy.
He tells me those words every night.
Is this what?
gross
What's up
boy.
with the mustache?
What's up with that? Well, it's a form of reverse chemotherapy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where essentially blasted him with inverted chemo waves.
It like creeps the
Chemo
cancer
waves.
away.
Yeah.
hopefully.
So it forms a very stylish mustache and half of a goatee.
I love it.
That's the only compliment he's given me
I
all day.
absolutely love it. Okay, folks, we're gonna just do a little brief recap of everything we've seen so far today. We've seen not 100, not 200, not 300, 900 names of the hottest comics working today. We've interviewed an expert on lists. We interviewed a former #1. We talked to a sick kid who desperately hopes he makes the list, and whose doctor desperately hopes he does not make the list, because either way, he's probably going to die. And we hung out with Maggie,
Hey.
who's been doing comedy for 3 months.
5.
5!
Yeah.
Good for you. And she's so funny.
That's
Thanks.
why I was funny then.
You have to remember
Immediately.
Maggie's classic whoopee cushion bit,
Yeah.
where she does the fart noise. And we hung out with the Dice Man, Andrew Dice Clay.
That's
Now,
right,
tell
the
us what's
Dice
going on
Man.
with you in between.
Well, I'm feeling a little down, truthfully,
Yeah.
because I was in the back there in the
Yeah.
Jash headquarters, like I was telling you, and HR sat me down. We watched some of my bits. They kind of explained to me that what I do is not really in vogue right now.
Yeah.
And that's kind of a polite way to put it. They kind of said that, like, some of my jokes are just flat out wrong and borderline offensive. I don't see it,
How can a
but
joke be wrong?
made me feel bad. You know?
I think it's
They
never...
showed me this one bit where, you want to hear the bit?
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, I want to hear
Yes.
Well, the bit is, so I'm looking at this chick's asshole, right?
it. Okay. Yeah.
She says to me, "Do I know you?" And I say, "No, I just get bored in line at the bank." Okay? Oh!
Okay.
It's one of my actual bits.
Yeah,
And,
that's kind of fucked up, right?
They did,
It is sexual assault.
yeah.
Like, if there are viewers out there, if
But
you,
it's not, it didn't really happen.
you can't lick someone's asshole without talking to them, and you have to have just like a brief conversation.
But what if you're bored at the bank?
That's an excellent. I think under any circumstances, you have to ask to lick a beehole.
Even at the bank.
I understand that now.
And I want to also throw out that even in consensual sex, you probably want to just run it by them. Just sort of like, what do you think about a little beehole licking?
Can I tell you guys something?
Sure.
Can I just come clean now?
Sure.
I've never actually had sex.
Wow.
Really?
Wow.
Me neither.
We're gonna let this digest while we go into
That's cool.
the final 100 names. This is very exciting. Also, guys, this is huge news. Huge news, and I'll wait till this gets kicking, but baby, over
Tiffany
20,000 views.
T. Cazzola.
Whoa.
That means everyone
Amanda
here on the
Murphy.
stage is gonna get a lot more buzz for next year, I think.
Great.
And on the
Jeannie
list.
Cahill
So you've
Griggs.
never boned, huh?
No, it's just
Jimmy
kind of like
Cahill.
what happened was, I talked it up
Jamila
so much
Shilo.
that I was nervous for the actual thing.
Makes sense.
Andrew
Yeah.
Sudik.
You know?
Never going to live up to what's in your mind.
I had
Molly
kind of
Todd
a
Madison.
fantasy version about what sexual intercourse and
Carly
sexual
Heffernan.
action would be. And so I
Mary
was worried
Mahoney.
it would disappoint. I was worried I wouldn't be
Bunny
able
R.
to
Steffner.
perform. I was worried the character, my ability would not
JC
lead up to
Enstwile.
what people expect.
Yeah.
Christy Hall.
So I've just been cranking it.
Carissa
the Merv Griffin
Barreca.
show.
That's so cool.
Oh,
That's a sexy show.
Belazile.
It's a sexy show.
30 golden
Katie
years.
Carlson.
He's a hot dude.
Yeah.
That is a hot
Maria
man.
It's not
Randazzo.
about him. It's just the whole thing.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sean
He has
Nadine
gifts.
Scott.
Well, apologize for
Kimberly
offending
Michelle
people.
Vaughn.
I'm so sorry, man.
Where do you find the Merv
Julie
Griffith show?
Marciano.
Me? The Roku.
Sejal Joshi.
You gotta have my
There's a
Roku.
Katie Klein.
Yeah, you slip on the fucking
Helen Lee.
Roku. You go, hey,
Allison
Hey.
Bills.
Roku, give me the Merv Griff show.
Ollie Mortal.
And it
Yeah.
pops on.
That's nice.
I
Kelsey
never
You
got
got
Kinney.
that?
the
You don't get the
Roku.
Roku?
I don't talk
Not
to
the
my
one that
Roku.
slipped on.
Ryan Asher.
I got
Oh, yeah. Oh, by the way, I want to clarify. Roku is my house.
Tien Tran.
Oh,
Rebecca Allen.
was that offensive?
I think
We
so.
know you haven't had
Rose
sex.
Abdu.
What?
I feel like you're talking about, you keep
Rosa
mentioning women in
Escandon.
scenarios that we know that you're.
No, Roku's a guy.
Mary Lord.
Who's the guy?
Yeah, Roku's a guy.
Sharon
That was a
Spell.
female name.
Yeah, Roku's a guy.
Sandy
He's
Marks.
the guy who puts on Merv Griffin
That's
for me.
progressive.
What are you
Putting it on.
talking
That's
about?
progressive.
Okay.
Because I thought Roku was a
He's just
woman.
putting it on.
Turns out it's a man. That's
No.
progressive.
No, Roku is my.
Paige
he's
Smith
from I
Logan.
don't know some island. I go,
Whitney
hey Roku,
Mears.
put on the Merv
Australia.
Griffin show. He puts it on, and
Michelle
I fucking crank
Chicatelli.
Is Roku leaving the room or is
Katie
he hanging out?
East.
I don't care. It doesn't matter.
Amy
Whatever he
Alkin.
wants is free. This is America.
See,
Jen
that's
Seaman.
real life sexual assault. That's sexual assault.
Wait,
right
what do
there.
you
Amber
mean? No,
Kenny.
oh,
But
wait.
he's weirdly progressive in
He's
some
very
ways,
progressive.
which I think is cool.
Barbadaro.
I just said if he wants to stay, he
Glennis
can.
McCarthy.
Is that?
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah.
This is what we're building on.
Dodge.
Guys, we are in the last 50
Caroline
names right now.
O'Riordan.
Oh, that's so.
This is
amazing.
wild.
You know, I've
Jackie
been watching
Merchant.
some of these comic stuff.
Yeah.
Claire
I've been watching it.
Downs.
You know,
You looking at
and
clips?
some of them are like
Stacey
pretty good.
Antonville.
Some of these are pretty good stuff. They don't even talk
Brandy
about,
Posey.
pussies and ace crack,
Katie Simon.
juice, slob, all that. They don't even
Shannon
say that, and
Coffey.
somehow I'm chuckling.
Stop it. Just stop it.
Yeah.
Aaliyah Goshesh.
You know, like, so it's
Carrie
kind of
Ross.
amazing that people you
Ileana
can do this
Glazer.
without
Sorry.
hurting people's feelings, shocking people.
Melanie
you can do
Reno.
it. Just be, I don't know, just say something
Kate
that's
Berlant.
universally funny.
Yeah, you
That just makes the whole
Nikki
room
Wright.
laugh and make no one feel bad. I never thought about
Christine
that.
Nangle.
It wasn't what I do.
I think you got a big
Anna
year ahead of you
Roisman.
next year, man. I think you got a big year.
Siobhan
Maybe
Thompson.
Well, I can't wait to have sex.
it's gonna be
Alyssa
awesome.
Wolf.
First of all, I'm really
What
rooting
does
for
it
you.
feel like? Tell
It's
me.
wild.
Kathleen
It's
Wild.
wild.
It's wet.
Wet and
It's
wild.
wet. What part is wet? I don't know it's wet. I just know
Zoe
it because it's a
Kumar.
buzzword. I'm talking about like a pussy or what,
Joelle
or a
Johnson.
vagina. I just go, it's wet, but I don't know what that
JC
means.
Kakoli. Amanda Seals.
All right, that's
Whoa.
Shanti Charan.
What, all that?
Jane
That's
Borden.
fucking believable.
Kat
Oh
Radley.
my God. You guys got the Merv Griffith show?
Lizzie
I'm ready
Pilcher.
to go.
We're gonna play that. Just
Haley
stick around after this
Boyle.
live stream. We're gonna play a full episode of Merv
Candace
Griffith,
Thompson.
and we're gonna
Oh my.
let this guy take it home.
Jamie Lee.
Guys, we're in the last 25
Allison
names.
Gertz.
These are some heavy hitters.
Whoa. I
Leah
can't wait to see who's
Sprecher.
number one.
Me too.
Wow.
And I'm
Christina
so sorry.
Parrish.
I don't think you made it. I'm not looking good.
Well,
Maggie,
Susan
I don't think you.
Preckle.
It's not looking great.
I
but-
saw-
I
saw
Katie
it.
Crown.
I saw it.
I'm glad I'm here.
This is exciting.
Carrie
This is like New
Maguire.
Year's, but I'm with people actually.
Yeah.
You spend New Year's
Lauren
alone?
L. Christie.
25 years.
25. What'd you do for
Courtney
the before that?
Oh
Carwall.
my God.
What?
Because you're not 25. I mean,
Caitlin
Oh
Barrett.
yeah. Before that, I had a couple friends. They invited me
Sarah-
over.
They've fallen by the wayside. It seems
Yeah.
Lisa Levy.
Now what I do is I just
Stephanie
put on Merv
Haas.
Griffith show. Oh, we're at the 13th. This
All
is
right,
Katie
guys. I think
Connor.
once we get to 10, let's just focus in on this.
Yeah.
Sarah
And get
Pascoe.
Extra cigarette.
Sarah
we
Moore.
count down.
We count down.
Number 10, Julia Johns.
9.
Number 9, Julia Solomon.
8.
Number 8, Leon Moladine.
7.
Beth Stelling.
Number
6,
Get your party
Rebecca
poppers ready.
Adelman.
I don't know how
This could be huge. I
Number
think you just
5,
twist it.
Chelsea Frank.
Okay, ready? 4. Okay,
Number
Courtney
4,
Algio.
Courtney Algio.
3.
Number 3, Emily Heller.
2.
Number 2,
Number 1.
Jess Lane. Number 1, Maggie Ross.
Oh! Oh!
Maggie, turn it! You did it! Let's get that round of applause out. You did it! Maggie, you had a great year.
Wow.
You had a great year. Congrats, girl. Hey,
Oh my God!
you did this.
You beat
You
Carol
did this.
Burnett.
All along.
You did this.
You're funnier than
this.
Carol Burnett.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I learned a lot from you. I learned a lot from you.
I'm not even on the fucking list.
You poor thing.
I saw mine. It was top. It was number 2.
You poor thing. You didn't make it.
No, I'm sorry.
But maybe next year.
Maybe.
No, he's not going to survive another year.
That's amazing. All
If
right.
if his cancer doesn't kill him, I'll kill him.
This is so sad.
Let's make
It's
this
so-
more about
Hey,
me.
People
Maggie,
are very
maybe
excited.
You should teach me how to be funny in 2017.
I'd like to give you this. Hold on. I forgot to bring this out, guys.
What do you? Okay. Hey, what do you do with it? It's just like you ate the banana
just-
and that's what's funny.
And, yeah, that is.
That's pretty funny.
But then,
It farts.
yeah, that farts. And then I've seen that people, they slip on it after they eat it.
Oh, we'll try that out after the show.
Hey.
Again, maybe next year for you.
He's a dead man
Very
walking.
exciting. And I am noticing here there's a comment that it looks like it was only women who made the list.
Really?
And that is
No,
interesting.
wait.
I mean, that's just a curious
Really?
little thing. Yeah.
You serious?
But I made the list.
You didn't make the list, buddy. So that's just, again, that was purely based on buzz, and that is
Cool.
pretty cool, I guess. Pretty cool.
Thanks so much, Zach.
Good year. I guess men did not have a great year in comedy. What do you got after this?
Me?
Yeah.
Probably gonna head home.
I have a hunch I know what's going to happen. All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Zach Broussard. I'm a comedy expert. It was an honor to rank my peers from best to worst, or worst to best. I'd like to thank all of my guests who came here today, helped usher in just the new kings of comedy, really, the 1,000 kings and queens of comedy. I guess mostly just queens. Thanks for joining us. Have a great day.